The shutdown could last a few more days as members of the House, which has been in recess since mid-September, return to Washington to vote on the legislation. President Donald Trump has signaled support for the bill, saying Monday that, quote, we're going to be opening our country very quickly. In a possible preview, the Senate voted 47 to 53 along party lines not to extend Affordable Health Care Act subsidies for a year. Majority Republicans allowed the vote as part of a separate deal with Democrats to speed up votes and send the legislation to the House. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
The shutdown is snarling air travel, thousands of flight delays and cancellations as overworked, exhausted, and unpaid air traffic controllers call out sick.
This is not politics. This is not ideology. This is the erosion of the safety margin the flying public never sees, but America relies on every single day.
National Air Traffic Controllers Association President Nick Daniels. In a social media post, President Trump notes the controllers will get paid. He's urging them to get back to work now. There have been more than 1,900 flight delays or cancellations so far today. The families of some of the 25 girls and 2 teen counselors who died in catastrophic flooding in Texas on July 4th are suing Camp Mystic and its owners for more than $1 million in damages. They allege camp operators failed to take necessary steps to protect their daughters as life-threatening floodwaters approached. A lawyer for the camp says they empathize with the families but take issue with the accusations. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures 23 points higher. NASDAQ futures are down 118. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Americans everywhere are on edge. The government shutdown has dragged on, and every day that passes, the markets grow more uncertain. When anxiety grips Wall Street, the first thing that takes the hit is your retirement savings, your IRA, your 401k. Everything you've worked for can suffer a loss of value virtually overnight. And now, with the Fed preparing another rate cut, precious metals are poised for dramatic gains in the coming weeks. That's why so many Americans are calling Advantage Gold at 800-741-GOLD to learn how to roll over a portion of their retirement funds into physical gold and silver. When paper assets crumble under government dysfunction and global tension, precious metals stand firm. Don't wait for the next market shock to erase what you've saved. Call Advantage Gold at 800-741-GOLD. Get your free gold kit now. It'll show you exactly how to secure your IRA or 401k with tangible assets. Call 800-741-4653 now. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-741-GOLD.
The British government plans to phase out scientific experiments on animals, a test to be permitted only in exceptional circumstances.
Animal experiments in the UK peaked at more than 4 million a decade ago, but within 5 years had fallen sharply to just under 3 million as alternative methods were developed. The decline has since plateaued, which the government wants to change by using more alternative methods, such as testing human tissue grown in a lab, computer analysis of cells, and the greater use of AI. But many scientists are skeptical that animal tests could one day reach near zero and fear that the government plan could further alienate pharmaceutical companies.
The BBC's Pallab Ghosh. Indian police are investigating a deadly car explosion in New Delhi. They have not determined the cause of the explosion near the historic Red Fort. It killed at least 8 people. News and analysis at townhall.com. Multiple people nursing injuries after their bus crashed in the mountains of Southern California.
Authorities say 20 people were hospitalized, 3 with major injuries after a bus toppled over coming back from a church retreat at Camp Nawakwa in Southern California's San Bernardino Mountains. Fire officials say the bus crashed Sunday night on a winding 2-lane road northeast of Los Angeles. First responders found the bus on its side and passengers escaping through a hatch in the roof. Community college student Cynthia Ramirez says the bus started to shake and swerve, then rock side to side before it fell over. Youth leader Priscilla Mendoza says she woke up to everybody screaming, blacked out after the crash, and doesn't remember how she got out of the bus. I'm Jennifer King.
A California public health official says an outbreak of botulism tied to ByHeart baby formula has sickened at least 15 infants across a dozen states. ByHeart has recalled 2 lots of the company's whole nutrition infant formula. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Travelician, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Yeah!
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
Yes.
Happy Veterans Day.
Tis a Veterans Day miracle we've got to talk over.
That's right. It worked this morning. I hear me. I hope you hear me.
The dutiful working of... Oh, that's interesting. Of
going to a different feed.
3 people soldering together. That was interesting. It took... How many grown men does it take to solder?
It was a ghost moment.
Yeah.
If you remember the Patrick Swayze ghost movie with the ceramics.
Well, it was weird, too, because I don't know who started playing Unchained Melody. Or was that just in my head? Oh, my love.
I think it was across the hall there.
Yeah, makes sense.
But happy Veterans Day.
Yes.
Happy Tuesday.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you to all the veterans out there for their service.
It is being a holiday. Many closures and things today. Of course, federal government, well, they were closed anyway. But no.
That is pretty funny, though. Like, well, we got it open. Oh, wait. Yeah.
But if you're expecting or looking for mail, that will not be happening today. However, stock market, that's open. So, trading and buy, sell, high, low, all that's happening.
Love that money. Ow!
That is happening. It's just crispy and delicious. Anyway, the administration offices for the city and facilities will be closed today for observance of Veterans Day. Some city services will have adjusted schedules. The City of Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center, the Roswell Public Library, Roswell Visitor Center, and Spring River Zoo will all be closed today. The Nancy Lopez Spring River Golf Course will be open today.
Of course it will. Well, what else are they going to do on a day off?
Well, and the weather's nice.
Yeah, you got to get out there and hit the links.
Get out there and soak some sun up.
That's right.
City bus service and trash pickup will be altered because of the schedule. Pecos Trails Transit will have buses in operation today, but for less hours than usual. The buses will run on Main Street from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call-in requests for pickup and other streets will also be available today. Solid Waste Department trash pickup for the wake has been adjusted. So if today's your normal, put your trash out, don't put it out today. Put it out tomorrow.
Right.
And then of course, everything else will be normal at the end of the week there. So, but just for local stuff here and all that. However, I did procure at least a national list of some of the free offerings.
Ooh, okay.
For veterans and restaurants and what have you. Let me scroll. It's a whole article, so you pardon as I scroll to get to Applebee's. Veterans and active duty military, including reservist and National Guard members, can get a free full-size entree from their exclusive Veterans Day menu.
Nice.
Made up of 7 of Applebee's most popular items, such as their classic bacon cheeseburger and double crunch shrimp.
Oh, those double crunch. Love them.
Scrimps. Let's see. Chipotle. No Chipotles around here. Red Lobster. On Veterans Day, all veterans, active duty, and reservists can get a free scrimp and chips entree.
Ooh.
Which comes with Walt's favorite shrimp. There's going to be a lot of shrimp today. Fries and coleslaw Veteran and military service member just show proof of service to get the deal.
Nice.
Starbucks for Veterans Day will give veterans, service members, and military spouses a free, tall, 12-ounce brewed coffee, hot or iced, at participating locations in the U.S. Cold brew is not included. And cafes and drive-through only, by the way.
Do you don't think they deserve it after all the what we've put our veterans through? They deserve a cold brew. Come on.
Cracker Barrel, but it's not really a Cracker Barrel around here. Arby's on Veterans Day. All veterans and active duty military service members can get a free classic roast beef sandwich at the 360-plus Arby's locations owned by Fling Groups. I don't know if ours counts or not. You have to go ask them.
Yeah.
Offer good, one in store, no purchase necessary. Let's see, what other restaurants? Don't have one of those. Beef O'Brady's. Sounds delightful.
That sounds fantastic.
Don't know where one is.
Of course,
B-Dubs.
Golden Corral.
Yeah,
well.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
It's on the list. I'm just.
He's no spoilers.
No spoilers. No, I'm scrolling through the list. I'm just hitting restaurants that'll be relevant to us. Buffalo Wild Wings. All past and present armed service members get 10 free boneless wings and fries with a valid ID on Veterans Day. Offers good for dine-in and walk-in at participating locations.
I recommend the salt and vinegar or the garlic parm. For the dry rubs.
I love the lemon pepper.
Oh, that lemon pepper is good too.
I'm a fan.
If you can get that lemon pepper wet.
I like it dry.
I like the dry rub, but if you can get that lemon pepper, but like put a little moisture into it, it kind of scratches both itches.
Pull back the curtain. I like a dry wing more than a wet wing.
I tend to like a dry wing more than a wet wing, but I also like a little bit of spice to it. And usually you get the best spice with the wet.
I like a dry wing that I can dip into wetness.
So either the sauce or the wetness of my face.
Preferably blue cheese most of the time, but you know.
You know what? Same. It's not a popular opinion, by the way.
I hated blue cheese as a kid.
Well, yeah, that you're supposed to.
And I still don't put it on salads. That's kind of a bridge too far for me.
I will.
Yeah.
I don't usually. Usually with salad, I tend to go more of like a vinaigrette.
But if it's a dipping sauce or on a burger or something, I'm down. I'm down
the
for
bacon
the
and blue. Whoever came up with the idea of the bacon and blue burger, that's like literally my favorite iteration of burger.
Yeah, I just don't care for it on a salad. That's about my big.
But we digress.
Yes. Chili's.
Ooh.
The restaurant chain is giving all veterans and active duty personnel a complimentary entree when dining at any Chili's location on Veterans Day. Entree choices include the Old Timer with cheese and fries, chicken bacon ranch quesadillas, and 3-count chicken crispers, soup with salad, beverages, and gratuity not included. Always tip your servers, even veterans.
Please.
Even if you didn't pay anything for it, tip them well.
Thank them for their service.
That's right. If you get a free meal, go overcompensate. Let's see. No Einstein bagels around here. Friendlies. I love Friendlies. Golden Corral. Here we go. All veterans, active duty, military personnel, retirees, reservists, and guardsmen get a free buffet with beverage on Tuesday, November 11th from 4 to close. The free meal offer is valid for dine-in only and does not extend to spouses, family members, or friends. So just the veteran in question. Let's see. Who else here? Hard Rock Cafe. They're still around.
There's like 3.
IHOP. On Veterans Day, veterans and active duty military personnel can get free red, white, and blueberry pancake combo. 2 buttermilk pancakes topped with strawberries, blueberries topping, and whipped topping, plus 2 eggs, hash browns, and your choice of 2 strips of bacon or pork sausage links. Offer is good when you... But man, I'm going to be hungry by the time I get to this thing. I just keep reading menus.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm in the M's now, so I'm moving. I'll get there.
He's working his way through. Doing the cakewalk.
Let's see. Peter Piper Pizza. Veterans can get 10% off their entire purchase. Oh, dang it. Go back. There we go. Where do you go? Back to Peter Piper, please. I was in the middle of it, and then it did. There we go. I'm sorry. Veterans get 10% off their entire purchase year-round with military ID. So every day is Veterans Day at Peter Piper Pizza.
Nice.
Santa Fe Cattle Company. We don't have one of those, but Sheetz. We don't have one of those either, but Sheetz got a thing. Sonic. For Veterans Day, Sonic has a buy one, get one free deal when you buy a Sonic cheeseburger, Supersonic double cheeseburger, or foot-long quarter-pound coney. Offer good for all Sonic app users. That's interesting how they prove you're a veteran on the app. let's see. I'm in the T's now, folks. Ooh, in the V's. Ooh, Wendy's. On Veterans Day at Wendy's, all veterans and active duty service members can get a free breakfast combo, any breakfast sandwich, seasoned potatoes, and a beverage, plus the 300-plus Wendy's locations owned by the Flynn Group. I don't know if ours is or not. Limit one small, medium combo per meal. Y'all can read the legalese. Whataburger. Oh, dang it. Did it again. Stop it. So this is what happens when you're blind and in your 50s. You tend to mess things up when you're trying to scroll on an iPad. Let me go back to... I keep hitting the thing that goes on to this other article about money. I don't have any, so it doesn't matter. Whataburger. Starting Veterans Day, all veterans and active duty military can get a free taquito in-store at any Whataburger restaurant during breakfast hours every Tuesday through December 30th. So you can swing on in any Tuesday there. Offer good for in-restaurant orders only, not online in the apps. There you go. I think that covers the gamut.
All right, well,
at least on my list here. I mean, there might be others and things. Ask accordingly.
Yes. The good news is, since you are hungry, of course.
Are we bringing out the pie?
I finally have acquired.
Oh, the pie and beverage.
The pie and the beverage
All right.
associated. And I'd like to point out also, I've procured both the full lead and the zero.
Okay. Let's
so
give
we
it
have
a
the
try.
comparison. I'm actually going to give this about a half hour to kind of defrost because it's been in the freezer for a while.
So maybe start the 8 o'clock hour?
I figured the 8 o'clock hours we can do this. But I just wanted to let you know that, we got you covered for Veterans Day.
Dr. Powell, would you like to try some pie? You'll be in the 8 o'clock hour.
There you go.
He's a veteran. He deserves pie.
Yeah, exactly. All veterans deserve pie. But this thing I think serves 8, so we've got it's a full blown. And this is I'll let you.
I will tell you right now, I am not eating an entire piece of pie at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm diabetic. I can't do that.
That is true. That is true.
I will try.
I have really brought in a death sentence for Mike this morning. It's like, hey, happy Veterans Day. Die.
Kind of like my.
Hey, zero sugar.
Kind of like my active duty service. Welcome to the military. Die. Just kidding.
But yes.
Sounds familiar. But no, I definitely would try.
I'm gonna leave this on a windowsill to cool.
Birds don't take our pie. Or I don't know. It's not birds, is it?
No,
it's raccoons.
It was the crafty foxes.
Foxes. That's right.
As it gives off that wafting, fingers of smell.
Has anybody ever seen a pie on a windowsill? Like for real?
I have. Yes.
All I see is on cartoons. I've never seen it in real life.
Okay, let me refer. Yes, technically, it was on a TV show, but it was a cooking show. It was one of those Innegarten.
I think for this to count, you need to walk down a neighborhood or walk in your Diddy Bop in Town Day, and you just have a pie sitting on a windowsill.
It was barefoot contestant. She just made like one of those lattice work apple pies, and she sets it on the set's windowsill. Yeah. So it was technically like, I'm sure, in a soundstage somewhere. But...
You know what else I don't see anymore? Jugs of sun tea sitting on people's porches.
I was just literally trying to describe what sun tea was to somebody that did not get it. I was like, well, okay, so I guess it was a person who's not from this country.
Okay.
So it's not like
that makes sense.
Thing. I'm like, I grew up on sun tea. And they're like, what is sun tea? Yeah. And like, you take a bunch of tea bags and you put a bunch of water in a jug and you set it out on the sidewalk and you let the sun do its thing. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also put like a pound of sugar into it.
Yeah. That's a southern.
Yeah, of course.
Southern style. But so we have missed that too. All right, let me give you le rundown for today's show. We got the full slate for you for today. We'll see if it all works. So far, so good. So I'm pretty happy. Although my first test will be up here in a minute. Although I saw Gene monkeying around in there, so I don't know, it may have, because I put in the livestock report for today, and it's all saying it's there, but then I look at my thing, it says it's out of date. I'm like, it's not out of date. It's not. So I wasn't sure if it was going to play, but I saw, while I was talking about delicious foods, I saw Gene in there messing around. So I think it might be rectified. Let me give you the rundown. We're going to play an interview. We had the Chaves County Federated Republic of Women. They joined me. Popped in for lunch. No, they joined me yesterday to chit-chat about their Veterans Day. Their November meeting, which is their focus on Veterans Day, will be next Wednesday at the Elks Lodge there. So we had a great conversation there. We'll play that for you here in just a few minutes. Dr. Sean Powell with Eastern New Mexico University Roswell will join us for his monthly visit. in the 8 o'clock hour. I know he's got their turkey trot coming up and various other events at ENMUR, so we'll talk about that. And then Amy McVeigh-Tejas will join us in the 9 o'clock hour, talking about their event coming up here on the 22nd, and with the Holiday with Friends event happening at the Historical Society here on, November 22nd. And then, of course, we'll have hiccups, sorry. Of course, we'll have all of your other features, include the news it is, sports, all that good stuff. So, all right, it is 7:20. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our Veterans Day looks pretty good. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the afternoon high, lots of sunshine. Overnight, a few clouds drifting through down to about 40, and then slightly cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. Sunny and mid to upper 70s. We're back up to 80 and sunny on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. That's your latest forecast. I'm staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 35 degrees here in Roswell. It's a little chilly, but it will get warmer. Humidity is at 54%. Winds are calm at the moment. Yeah, we're expected to hit low 80s today, sunny and 83. Winds will be out of the west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Skies will be clear tonight, looking at an overnight low of 41 degrees. Winds out of the west at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Wednesday, 76 for a high. Winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, clear skies, overnight low of 40. Winds will be calm. Thursday, sunny, back up into the low 80s, 81 for a high, winds out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Thursday night, overnight low of 44. Sunny and 82 for you Friday, so good weather for football. Saturday, there is a 20% chance of showers after 11, otherwise sunny for the day and 74. And then a 20% chance of showers on Sunday as well. Mostly sunny, 63 for a high there. So we'll see how that shapes up. All right, it is 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get you into a quick commercial break, your Roswell Livestock Report, recap with Smiley Wooten, and then on the other side we'll play our interview with the Chaves County Federated Republican Women talking about their big Veterans Day November meeting. That's coming up on the other side of the break. Don't go away.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,992 head of cattle sold on Monday on a steady to higher market with excellent buyer attendance compared to last week, with buyers paying very close attention to weaning time, shots, and conditions. Stocker calves unweaned sold steady. Weaned cattle sold 20 to 40 higher. Feeder cattle steady. Packer cows and bulls steady to $4 higher. 3 to 400 pound steers $485.60. 3 to 400 pound heifers $450, $515. 4 to 500 pound steers $437, $480. 4 to 500 pound heifers $380, $450. 5 to 600 pound steers $385, $437. 5 to 600 pound heifers $352, $380. 6 700 pound steers $332, $385. 6 700 pound heifers $312, $352. 7 800 pound steers $320, $332. 7 to 800 pound heifers $282, $312. Packer cows $150, $162. Canner and cutter cows $135, $145. Packer bulls $180, $181. Feeder bulls $160, $165. The cow-calf pairs not well tested in the top half. The bred cows $2,800 to $3,400 per head. We do appreciate the business, and we'll talk to you next Monday morning. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
All right, Mr. Gobbles, it's that time of year again. Got any last requests? What? You want a smoking deal on a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle? Mucho dinero for your trade and your credit pardon? Well, you're going to have to go to Roswell Ford.
Hey, Roswell Ford is talking real turkey with our most aggressive offers in more than 5 years. Right now, get massive savings on new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles with 0% financing and no payments till February 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Worried that your credit is a little foul? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
0 APR for 48 months is $2,083 per thousand financed. Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval. On select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
And welcome back to the morning show. And joining us in studio this morning from the Chaves County Federated Republican Women, Rhonda Jasper and Toby Fratt back with us this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
It's been a minute since I think we've had both of you back in studio with us, but welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Glad to be here.
Which, of course, we are talking about the special. I mean, all the Federated Republican Women are special, good, but this is kind of the extra special one.
It is.
Absolutely.
This week is the Veterans Day celebration, annual event that you do every November for veterans here, and I would probably easily say your biggest attended meeting of the year.
It just depends, but we sure hope that all of our veterans, if you're a veteran and you haven't let us know you would like to come, please come and have lunch on us. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, they like to honor every veteran with a little token appreciation, and we like to, bring you up a little bit. And of course, you enjoy a delicious free meal, and
we've got a couple of little goodies for you too. You never know.
You will not leave empty-handed.
You won't leave with a car.
And I'm always honored that you guys ask me every year to help do this event. And I'll be there. I think I told people. I don't know if I officially or not. I will be there. I've just been doing 37 things. I'm like, did I tell people? I don't remember, but I will be there.
I will make sure you're on the list.
Good deal. But yeah, it is such. You ladies, the organization does such a great job of that Veterans Day event each year. You always get a great person to speak each year, and literally you come and shake every veteran's hand, come up for a handshake and some gifts and appreciation, and it's so. Please bring your family and friends, bring those veterans, bring even the ones that are a little shy about this kind of stuff. Come and come. You'll be with like-minded people.
Yeah, and you won't be put on the spot.
No.
We just want to honor who you are and what you've done.
You're not going to do speeches or do a dance or anything that would make you uncomfortable. Just come up and
have a meal.
And thank goodness they do an amazing job. They're over at the Elk State.
Sergio takes good care of us.
Absolutely. So what's on tap for the Veterans Day meal this year? Do we know?
It's ham.
Can't go wrong with ham.
Nope, can't. So do you have the
ham and mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, salad, dessert?
And November is always everyone gets turkeyed out, and so you don't want to hit them with too much turkey now, because in about a week here you're just going to get turkey everything, and it's already kind of that way. So ham is perfect.
It's a little off.
I love it. So it'll be kind of a holiday meal, but like you said, we're going to honor the veterans. And the good news is you're in and out in about an hour. About 11:30, get there and start mingling and stuff, and we'll get everything underway about noon, and a little after one-ish about the time everything will wrap up, and you can go back to work, or if you're retired, go back to.
And if you've been with us before, Toby started something a little differently. We start the buffet before noon. So if you get there at 11:30, find your seat, and then you can get
just
in the
start
line.
Grazing.
That's right. So
you don't have to wait.
You don't have a long line.
I like it.
Yes.
So and that encourages others, because I mean, you're like, I'm not gonna. Oh wait, yeah, all right, I get a plate.
Well, some need to get back to work. Right on time.
We do ask that you do RSVP pretty quick. I know we're doing it this week, and hopefully you've been, but is Wednesday morning? When's like the drop dead deadline here? I know we're only a couple days away.
If we could hear from you by tomorrow, that'd be great. But even if it's Wednesday morning, if you'll let us know, we can put a call into the kitchen.
Great.
So.
Well, if you let us know, we will make it happen regardless.
That's right.
Good news is ham. Usually we make extra. So
yes. I'm sure there is.
It will be. But if you've never been before, please make this one your first one. Like you said, it's. I know the Chaves County Federated Republican Women have a long history of doing this event upright. It's one. I mean, there's so many different things you champion. But Veterans Day has always been one that the Federated Republican Women have
Without
always been.
them, nothing would be.
The rest
okay.
doesn't matter, does it?
And their families. I really, my son was in the Coast Guard.
You understand that, and
the thing that I appreciate was how his wife supported him. So, wife and children, you serve too. Whether you went anywhere or not, you still serve.
They know that better than we do. Yeah,
Yes.
spouses and family of military. You're the ones that don't have your loved one home for Christmas.
Keep the home fires burning,
Yep.
so to speak.
And as a veteran myself, I know the struggles of when the especially if that person is kind of your main provider, breadwinner, head of household kind of person, whether it's mom or dad, when they're gone, it leaves a huge impact on the.
Absolutely.
Or even if it's before the family, when it's you don't realize how hard a relationship is on a married couple or a dating couple for that matter. When one or both of the entities are military.
Absolutely. Well, I got trained when my son went to the Institute.
Mm-hmm.
He was no longer my son. He was theirs.
Yeah, you don't recognize them, do you?
I dropped
We're
him off
both
at
in that situation.
Matriculation, and this very big, tall man said, "Where you going, boy? You're mine now." And Mama was about to cry.
But then you see him a few weeks later, and it's like, wow. That's
Wow.
the
What
same.
happened?
I mean, you see them, but you see a different light.
You
It's like,
sure do.
oh my goodness, you're like an adult now. Like you have, what's that? We call it military bearing. Our estimates like now we call it adult skills. Everybody else, but military they call it military bearing.
I didn't know that, but I tell you, it sure makes a difference
It does
in them.
Yeah,
and lasts forever.
It does.
Yes.
Well, and this is why veterans are veterans. Good, bad, and ugly. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
They were trained a certain way to do a certain thing, and they live their life be like and depending on sure every veteran's like a human being, and they all have unique likes and like. But when you're all trained in the same id, and it works, and so you tend to like that's why you see veterans. Especially they even if they only did a couple years, they ingrain things like you won't. Sometimes you just see veterans. They won't be carrying things in their right hand just because they're so used to having to salute. Mm-hmm. To this day, I put everything on my left hand first, and I walk around, and my right hand's free 99% of the time when I'm out walking out and about.
That's something I wouldn't even.
I wouldn't have recognized
realized
that.
It's just you're habitually because you got to get your salute on real quick.
Makes sense.
Wearing your backpack, like a lot of times, it's either both or over the left shoulder, never over the right shoulder.
Wow.
just habitual things of this day. Checklists, how your brain prioritizes and troubleshoots problems, logistics, because they teach you those skills in the military, and they translate to life afterwards. And that's why military veterans are kind of the way they are. It's the good and the bad, where we want nothing to do with some of the things, but when the mustard hits the bread here, they're usually the first ones diving in to take care of it here. So that's the veteran id, and that's how it is. The good, bad, but so. Put that aside for Wednesday, whether you want to be out a part of the public or not, and come join us. And again, this is the same message I tell all veterans when I encourage veterans to attend veterans events. It's part of your role as a veteran. I know you don't, to when you signed up on the dotted line to do what you do for our country, to protect our nation and preserve its identity for the next generation. This is that next part, because now we got to inspire the young people to do what you did, to be on, and the only way they know the nobility of what you did is events like this, because the rest of the stuff you did, you can't talk about half of it, or you choose not to, or don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, really true.
And I completely understand that for your own protection or others, and whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way we inspire that next generation to put people that are willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice. In veterans' case, we're all still with us, so this is not Memorial Day, but
right.
But we celebrate that you are willing to do that, and whether your job was in the rear with the gear, in the chow hall or making sure the tents and everything work, or you're sitting in a foxhole on the front lines, every role is equally important. So please, and that's another thing. All I did was a chef in the military. No, you don't realize.
You had to feed our troops,
none
or
of
they
these
couldn't
things
have done
happen.
what they did.
And trust me, and chefs know. They have lots of friends because you don't want to make them mad as a chef. You don't never. This is life skills, young people. Never make people mad to make you food or do anything that makes your life easy.
Yeah.
Never make those people mad.
That's
just
right.
a good tip in life. But yeah, and so that's why I say to those veterans, please make it a point to let us love on you a little bit. I know you're like, oh shucks, but let's do this because in the audience there's going to be a young man or woman that's sitting there and saying, look at what these people are doing to show recognition. I would like that myself. I would like to be thought of in that same light in society.
Well, and we're going to have Mike Espiritu as our speaker.
Oh, great!
This time
He's got most people know him as the EDC, but he's got veteran under his belt
retired
too.
Air Force. That's right, and he has a very good understanding of what these veterans have been through, and he's going to address that in a way that I think will make everybody proud.
Yeah. So kind of just to give people the flow, the idea to get them out. So like you said, as soon as you get there, even before 11:30, you get there, come on down and let's get your grub on. About noon is when the actual program will start. Kind of just give a quick, how that flow is going to be for those, just so they give an idea what's going on.
Well, Charlotte Andrade, Garule, is our president, and she will open the meeting, and we will do the pledge, and we'll say a prayer, and then I guess we'll just go ahead and introduce Mike pretty soon after that, because we
want everyone out by 1 o'clock. Unfortunately, we do have a time crunch because people have work and lives to get back to pretty quick.
So we'll introduce him pretty early on, and we'll also introduce any of our elected officials and that sort of thing.
Notables, and then
just pretty much like other meetings.
And then shortly thereafter, there's usually a congratulations line, and they give
that's right,
your gift and your appreciation certificate and a few other. We'll keep under the basket till Wednesday.
That's right.
That you'll get on Wednesday. And then, like you said, and then by 1 o'clock, you're more than welcome to mingle and things. But once that happens, if you got to get back to work or whatever, you can do. Or you know what? Tell them it went long and lie. We will cover for you. I will give you an excuse. I'll give you a doctor's note if you need it.
No, she's good about starting on time and ending on time.
Absolutely. So. But if you want to linger longer, I'll give you a excuse.
Absolutely.
Note.
Absolutely.
And of course, while you're there, if you want to learn more about what the platform of the Chaves County Federation and what you guys do when you're not honoring veterans and doing all the other stuff, then please talk to any of the ladies.
Lots of people there you can ask.
Men are also very much an integral part of the Chaves County Federated Republican Women, so don't let that be a proclivity from stopping you.
Members.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And of course, when you're not, obviously, your day job or the main part is supporting Republican candidates come election season, and we're now entering a new one here, and so that's going to get hot and heavy here pretty quick. But in between those creamy middle times, you are working with youth, you're working with other nonprofit organizations within the community on their, Altrusa, Assurance Home, and various others. There's a list of other groups, and so you support them when you're not directly involved in election campaigns and all that.
In fact, we just took, I think it was dictionaries.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To the Valley schools, and Candy Spencer-Zell was helping us with that.
Great.
So she's a senator now, and she still comes down at home. She takes care of her home people. And
absolutely.
So we do all kinds of things, and we'd love to have your help or
absolutely.
your
Always looking for more folks, and
you wouldn't think that the kids appreciate a dictionary these days, but they really do. Just receiving that
in a world where everything's
important
on the phone,
to them.
and you're like, wait a minute, there's a book that's got all the words in it. It's like,
they really
we've had
do
that for years before your
it.
phone showed up.
Every year.
Yeah. I love how they're amazed at old technology, like it's new technology.
Exactly.
That cracks me.
But it's something theirs and
you mean
something
you can watch
useful.
the movie whenever you want? You just put it in this machine? Yeah, that's how this works nowadays. These DVDs are cool. It's like, well, you wait till you see VHS tapes. No, I'm kidding. No, those are actually not good technology.
Oh, gosh.
I'm glad
I
we went to
remember
something a little more.
rewinding. Oh.
Yeah. Well, trust me, there's generations of family trying to put all those those still to this day VHS
Right.
tapes onto something
CDs
more
or
either in the
something.
cloud or on a
Yeah.
DVD or whatever
Yeah.
the latest
I
and
bit
greatest.
the bullet and took all mine down to someone and had them transferred because I thought it's going to happen. Just going to.
That's a good idea.
That's the problem with getting old is all our old memories are on old outdated technology. We got to upgrade or we'll never see it again.
And different, and you don't even have the machine to play them anymore
Yeah.
after a while. So
I don't know, and we're the unique generation that, because let's face it, before us they weren't having. It was all letters and photographs and things that are tangible. That and yes, I mean, if they could expose the elements, they good time. But if you preserve them, and nowadays you're like, oh, now I got to put it on this disc, and the 5.5 back in the day, now to the 3.5 and onto the drive, and now it's in the cloud, and Lord knows what's going to be next.
I
It should
still
be
don't know where the cloud
a
is.
chip,
You know
yeah.
where the cloud is.
I'm guessing at some point there's going to be a chip in a brain that just downloads to or something. I have no idea. But wherever that is, technology's there. But please, if you're interested in learning more about what the Federated Republican, please stick around or go online. You can go to the website or go to the Facebook page and
Yes.
learn a little bit more about it. And but please, if you've never been, you know what? This Wednesday is a perfect time for a first time checking out a.
It's a fun meeting.
Like-
we
like
have
a-
a lot of fun.
yeah.
Meet a lot of people.
It's more one of our celebration
Yes.
meetings than a business meeting.
Yeah.
But we are
Absolutely.
in that season because next month of Christmas there'll be business. But everyone's got Christmas on the brain.
Yeah.
So.
Well, shoot, that started in August.
Yeah.
Right.
The holidays run together anymore.
Not in my head. I don't start till like December 22nd. Then I'm a typical
I'm
dude.
with you. I'm with you.
Those are the moments I'm like, I'm happy I'm a man because I don't have to worry about things.
Right.
I'm expected to forget stuff like that. Thank God.
That's so true. That's so true.
And then when I do it right, they treat me like I did something special. Sorry, I'm giving away all the guy tips. But y'all don't know. Y'all knew probably more than I did. But anyway, join us again this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. I'm sorry.
The 19th.
The 19th. I'm sorry. I get my dates.
At the Elks
Yeah.
Club.
What's today? The 10th.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're 1 week from this Wednesday, the 19th, at the Elks Club. Like I said, 11:30. You get there about that time. There'll be plenty of time to get food and everything. But like I said, the actual program will start at noon. So
If you could just call us by the 18th, earlier would be
Yeah,
great. But
that
if
would
you
be
can't, just call us by the 18th so we have enough food. That's all we care about.
that's the thing is we
And
want to
it's
make sure.
on us. You don't have to even bring your wallet.
Yeah, it's we and this is kind of your give back. You want to say, hey, come. We want. Again, we're honoring veterans. We're thanking for their service, and the least we can do is give you lunch.
Absolutely.
And we do have an email. It's RSVP.
Okay.
Which makes it easy.
Sure.
CCFRW, Chaves County
That's the
Federated
acronym for the-
Republican Women at gmail.com.
Good deal.
If they just want to email us.
And then you
They
can
can-
do that.
they
and
can do
very
that
simple, very
also,
easy.
right.
And I'm sure you'll get a reply back. Gotcha. We'll see
And
you on
we
the.
have our Facebook
see you on the
page.
19th.
They
Yeah,
can-
and then of course Chaves County
Yes.
Federated Republican Women. You probably will get to Chaves County Federated, and the rest will probably fill
It
in
does.
on the thing.
You're right.
And then it'll be probably the top choice. Click on that. I encourage you to like and follow it.
Right.
That way you can stay up to date on future events and other things that are going on. And if you have other questions, it's a little simpler when you're already a friend or liked or whatever,
And
followed
we-
or whatever those.
Our meetings do go live. So
Yes,
those that
you do
can't
stream.
get out of the house can watch the meetings
Yeah.
there. So,
But
we'd like for you to come.
you
in
can't
person.
eat lunch on a video. We have
That's
not
right.
figured that technology yet. You can't smell the food. You miss out on half
Right.
the fun.
Yeah.
'Cause,
And we do have fun.
They're such amazing hosts over there that they provide the food and they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you can't be in your normal home at the convention center where you've spent money years,
Right.
obviously. And so since the flood, they've been gracious hosts.
Well,
and,
we used to be at the Elks. And,
Yeah.
so I'm glad to be back.
although I think this is their first Veterans Day in a minute because like last year it wasn't it at the church?
It was at,
yes,
yes,
the
because
Assumption Church.
We were
The
meeting.
flood had just
at the-
happened.
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
days or weeks after.
So
the
we
flood.
were at the
And-
church. I don't.
And they were
remember, is it
amazing hosts too.
Assumption
Church service.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
that was
right.
another beautiful event. And again, they made it perfect again. And so but we didn't have the Elks cooking. So now we got the they're hamming it up literally.
Yeah.
Literally. That's right. No pun intended.
Exactly.
Actually, it was intended.
It was. I was not hiding that one.
You're the star of the show.
I porked it right in there. Very good. Is there any information we wanted to cover that we got sidebarred on? Did we get everything?
We talked about our speaker, our food.
Yeah. And to be
How
honest,
to contact us.
yeah, and also too, this is like if you want to, on the other side of the Federated, the actual day job stuff, the campaigns and things. Now, obviously, up until primary season, Federated Republican Women play Switzerland. They don't endorse or back any particular candidate. They help all give a platform to get their message out.
Right.
And then once the primary is done, then they rally the troops around the Republican candidates to root them on for election or support them for election here. That being said, this is a chance to learn the candidates and learn. You want to learn about the various people that are in the midst of stepping up for governor. I mean, we're still getting new names, especially on the Republican side, that are considering or saying they're going to throw hats in the rings. And at some point, I'm going to say they're all going to be passing through a podium on your stage at some point here during these meetings. And so this will be your chance to meet them and really dig in. And the cool part is at these meetings, you get to talk to them one-on-one, either if you get there a little earlier or after. They love all the candidates sit down speaking. So if you've got personal questions you want to ask them, I mean, not like, what's this mole? I'm talking about other stuff.
Pertinent to your problems.
Exactly. What's this hairy thing on my arm? Not that. But, they'll be happy to sit down and give you a one-on-one answer.
Right. The last two meetings, we've had candidates, whether it be mayoral or school board or whatever.
Yeah, during the municipal election here, hopefully folks got a chance to hear the candidates speak at those meetings prior to here. So, but we'll be doing the same thing, hot and heavy here, probably especially in next year as we get fast and furious leading up to June here. It'll get heavier, and then obviously after June here, it's game on till November.
Absolutely.
Yep. So, good deal. Well, thank you, ladies. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
We
really appreciate you getting the word out for us.
Anytime, and we'll see you with Bells on next
lots
Wednesday.
Of veterans.
Yes, come, please come. Come. Please come. The food's amazing. They do a great job. And you'll be in and out in an hour, and it's okay. We're not going to make a spotlight out of you, because I get it. Some veterans don't. I don't want to.
Come for a meal.
Yeah, come.
Let us appreciate you.
Let us love on you.
And be that inspiration, because I'm telling you, there are going to be young people in that audience that are going to see it, and they're going to say, "This is so cool. I want to pursue a craft.
Yeah.
Pursue a path." That's what I was trying to say, towards the military. I kept saying career and path, and it came out craft. And I'm like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But we all do. We need to inspire, especially in the world we live in, and you see the things that we're going.
Because people don't listen to us necessarily; they watch us.
Absolutely, and I've been on this earth to know history repeats, history recycles, and even in the best of times, there's going to be dark times at some point, because that's just how history works. And I would argue we're dealing with some of that right now. But you know what I mean? It's reciprocal. You look at our World War II generations and what they put up. This is your time to deal with what you're facing, and we got to prepare the next generation for whatever their global crisis it's going to be, because that's just how the world works. And so we got to prepare.
If it's when.
So that's why you vets need to come support it. So we've got young men and women that are ready to fill those voids when it's time to step up. So thank you, guys. I'll let you get back to it. I think I've been soapboxing you all day between my radio problems and other problems.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
And we'll see you here on Wednesday of next week.
November 19th.
November 19th.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. All right. Good deal. Yeah, I was thinking...
I'm Jared Cirillo. Residents near the Lincoln National Forest are being warned as they will see flames and smoke over the next few days. It's all part of a prescribed burn that's taking place each day through the end of this week. An estimated 858 acres of land will become the area of focus. Sensitive individuals should remain indoors. Most city and county offices are closed today in observance of Veterans Day. Community centers, senior centers, and libraries are also not open. The Roswell Police Department announcing the arrival of their new armored tactical rescue vehicle, the Alpine Armoring Pit Bull VX. It was made possible through the generous support of the New Mexico Municipal League. The new vehicle replaces the department's military-grade, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle, which has been in service for more than a decade after being acquired through a federal government program. Over time, the MRAP vehicle became increasingly difficult to maintain and find parts for. The Pitbull VX is a more modern and reliable and more maneuverable armored vehicle that will allow officers to better serve and protect the community. With your local news update, I'm Jared Cirillo.
As we celebrate our American veterans today, we do so under a new kind of Cold War, the battle over artificial intelligence. This fight is about whose AI will become the world standard. America's or communist China's. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. Every time you go online, your provider tracks you. Protect your privacy and get 4 extra months at expressvpn.com/Kim. Not all AI is the same. AI designed in America usually aligns with our moral guardrails, but AI designed by communist China is constructed, above all else, to maintain ideological purity, meaning China considers itself the superior race. Its AI is designed around that. There's a reason why China will not allow its young people to use the addictive TikTok social media app. For them, TikTok gets in the way of their party's goals to protect, promote, and normalize the Communist Chinese Party to the world. They care not for America and Western values, and that is the Cold War of today. Sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. You're being watched. Every time you go online, internet service providers track your every move. Here in the United States, they're selling our browsing history. Until that changes, you need to protect yourself like I do with ExpressVPN, an easy-to-use app that encrypts and reroutes all your internet traffic through secure servers. With ExpressVPN, your internet provider can't see your browsing history, and it hides your IP address and location. Plus, you can even change your IP address to stay completely private and anonymous online. And with servers in over 100 countries, you can appear virtually anywhere. It's so easy to use. One button and you're connected. And with apps for every device, phones, laptops, desktops, tablets, ExpressVPN makes it simple to stay private anywhere you connect. Start taking your online privacy seriously like I do with ExpressVPN. Get up to 4 extra months of ExpressVPN right now at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suit's for the astronauts. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 7:51. Let's take a look at your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our Veterans Day looks pretty good. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the afternoon high, lots of sunshine. Overnight, a few clouds drifting through down to about 40, and then slightly cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. Sunny and mid to upper 70s. We're back up to 80 and sunny on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. That's your latest forecast. I'm staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 35 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity's at 54%. Winds are calm at the moment. Beautiful day today. Expect sunny skies and highs in the low 80s, 83 today. Winds will be out of the west 5 to 10 miles per hour. Skies clear tonight with an overnight low of 41. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking at the rest of the week for Wednesday, in the mid-70s tomorrow. Sunny, 76 for a high. Thursday, expect mostly sunny skies. Back up into the low 80s, 81 for a high there. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny skies, 82 for a high there. And then looking at the weekend, slight chances of rain for both Saturday and Sunday. A 20% of chance of rain after 11 on Saturday. Otherwise sunny and 74. A 20% chance of showers Sunday as well. Otherwise sunny, cooler, 63 for a high there. So we'll see. But hopefully none of that will impact football in any way, shape, or form. So, cross fingers. All right, 7:53. Let's go ahead and get you into your Chaves County sports update. Also, a quick commercial break and your SRN business update as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. The volleyball state championships are starting up in a couple of days, Thursday, in fact, and Goddard has the second seed in the 4A bracket. They'll be playing at 4 o'clock at the Rio Rancho Event Center on Thursday against the winner of number 7, Portales, and number 10, Valencia. They'll play earlier that day. Goddard just beat Portales to move their record to 21-2 on the season. That was a 3-0 sweep last Thursday. Meanwhile, in Class 3, NMMI is the 11th seed at 13-8 overall. They'll be taking on number 6 Sandia Prep. That's a Thursday morning game. Starts at 8 a.m. A good season for the Colts. We're not used to seeing them in the state playoffs for volleyball. And in Class 1A, Gateway Christian, the 5th seed, 17-6. They'll be taking on number 12 Pine Hill. That's Thursday morning at 10. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bernie Bennett. Wendy's plans to close hundreds of U.S. restaurants over the next few months in an effort to save profits.
The Dublin, Ohio-based chain said during a conference call with investors it planned to begin closing restaurants in the fourth quarter of this year. Wendy's has 6,011 U.S. restaurants. If 5% of those were impacted, it would mean 300 store closures. Wendy's interim CEO Ken Cook said last Friday the company believes closing underperforming locations will help improve traffic and profitability at its remaining U.S. restaurants. Bob Agnew reporting.
An outbreak of botulism tied to Buy Heart baby formula has made at least 15 infants sick in 12 states. Federal and state officials are investigating the outbreak, which began in mid-August. No deaths have been reported. The Senate voted 60-40 Monday to end the longest-running government shutdown in U.S. history. The bill now moves to the House for passage and then to President Trump's desk. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bernie Bennett in Washington.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
It's Mornings with Mike Winters. He's portly, short, balding, short-sighted, and long-winded. Sorry, ladies, he's taken. Here's Mike Winters.
That's an oldie but a goodie. That's an OG liner from I'm still taken. They shouldn't throw me out yet. See, so pull back the curtain. We've talked about we're flipped over to a new automation system, and so they suck audio out of the old system and suck it into the new system, and so the guy who was putting in the audio, they kind of fed all my liners into their respective areas, and so some of the liners I haven't gone through and checked out, and so some of those, so there's some old liners in there that before the fun facts, like that one where I was fat, portly, short, sexy, whatever that said. I'm all that, but I hadn't heard that one in a minute. That was fun. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans out there. Of course, stay tuned next hour. Dr. Powell with Eastern New Mexico University Roswell will join us next hour, talk about things happening at ENMR. Of course, they have their Veterans Day celebration coming up later this morning. They're on campus I believe in the ITC Commons. We'll talk about that more with Dr. Powell next hour. One thing that you might notice is a little different this year is, of course, Bob Powers, longtime community member and overall good guy, veteran. He would put on his Veterans Day dinners each year. And, of course, we lost Bob back in January of this year. And so there's kind of a void there for that this year, as we don't have Bob to put together our Veterans Day dinners. He'd go and he'd get the church to help, and he'd get some buddies to help, go get some meats. And the man worked hard to do that thing every year, and so we're missing that this year. But of course, he's always in our prayers and everything else there. But it was a kind of a kind of a little void there. But yeah, no Veterans Dinner from Mr. Power this year. He's gone on to bigger and better things with us. So, all right, it is 7:59. Like I said, stay tuned. Next hour, we'll have Dr. Powell join us. In the 9 o'clock hour, we'll have Amy McVeigh Tejas join us with the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. Of course, they've got their Holiday with Friends event coming up on November 22nd. We'll talk a little bit about that, and I believe we got a little Veterans Day things to talk about, too, as it is that time of year. And don't forget, veterans, get out there and get your eat on today. I'm going to make a proclamation like the fair. Veterans eating food crawl, calories don't count, like fair, because you're moving. All right, you're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. Senate Majority Leader John Thune calls it a very long road. The Senate has sent the House a bill that would end the government shutdown.
The shutdown could continue for a few more days as members of the House, who have been on recess since mid-September, return to Washington to vote on the legislation.
We look forward to the government reopening this week so Congress can get back to our regular legislative session.
The legislative package that appears on track to end the shutdown leaves out any clear resolution on the expiring Affordable Care Act tax credits. Mike Hempen, Washington.
And the lack of a deal on Obamacare subsidies has many Senate Democrats fuming, suggesting that Chuck Schumer's days as minority leader are numbered. As for the Republican leadership's handling of the shutdown drama,
what we saw here was steady Republican leadership. Thune did not blink. Mike Johnson did not blink.
GOP strategist Aaron McGuire on the Salem Radio Network. The House could take up the end of the shutdown legislation tomorrow. In the meantime, air travel, well, that still remains challenging. Across parts of the Midwest and the Great Lakes, they've had to break out the shovels and the snow blowers. First big snow of the season, a lot of it lake effect. Chicagoland has been hard hit with trees and power lines brought down, many accidents on the roads, and air travel impacted, and cold Arctic air extends as far south as Florida. The FDA will remove a long-standing warning from hormone-based drugs used to treat menopause symptoms in women. FDA Commissioner Marty McCary and some other doctors criticize the current warning label as outdated and unnecessary. Stocks are mixed on Wall Street this hour. The Dow trading about 95 points higher, while the Nasdaq is down 83 points, and the S&P 8 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
President Trump has fired off a letter to the BBC threatening legal action over the way a speech he delivered was edited in a documentary aired by the British broadcaster. The BBC's top executive and its head of news both quit on Sunday over allegations of bias and misleading editing. In the documentary aired before the 2024 election, the president's January 6, 2021 speech was edited to leave out his call for a peaceful protest. Pakistani security officials say a powerful car bomb that exploded outside a sprawling district court in Islamabad has killed at least a dozen people. Today's blast, which was heard miles away, also damaged several vehicles outside the court. It struck at a time when the area is typically crowded with hundreds of visitors attending court hearings. And there's been no immediate claim of responsibility, although Pakistan has struggled with terrorist attacks across the country recently. News and analysis, townhall.com. A deadly natural disaster, and specifically the response to the tragedy, is spawning lawsuits in Texas.
The families of some of the 27 girls who died in flooding in Texas July 4th are suing Camp Mystic and its owners. In separate suits filed Monday in Austin, the families allege camp operators failed to take necessary steps to protect their daughters as life-threatening floodwaters approached. Plaintiffs are seeking more than $1 million in damages. So far, no response from attorneys representing the camp. Jason Walker reporting.
China's largest online sales festival is called Singles Day. It's getting longer as retailers try to entice frugal shoppers into spending more money. This year, it's a 5-week festival, and it is scheduled to draw to a close later this week. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel witch and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Mountain Deuce.
The Mountain Deuce. Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope all of you out there are having a delightful day thus far. Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans out there. May you enjoy your day of free foods and discounts throughout the day.
Yes.
Enjoy a mail-free day, as there will be no mail service.
Huh. No news is good news.
That's how I see it. No checks, but no bills neither.
That's right. Pay no bills, pay no telephone bills, pay no automobiles.
No, I was going to say no Ed McMahon, but that reference went over about 70%.
You know, it's funny. Ed McMahon is so commonly associated with Publishers Clearinghouse.
Although more so than The Tonight Show.
And yet, he never worked with them.
He was another one, didn't he?
He was the American, like, it was like American Publishers Company or something.
Some knockoff.
He was the one that did the commercials, but he never worked with Publishers Clearinghouse. And yet, that is a common... People are like, that's a Mandela effect, where they're like, no, for sure he did. I'm like, dude, you're wrong. Just because you're louder doesn't make you right. You're wrong.
They just wheezed in on Publishers Clearinghouse gig, and we just kind of assumed, oh, it's Ed McMahon. They got the bigger get.
Yeah. McMahon wheezed the juice.
They it's basically they Oreo'd Hydrox.
Yeah. That's, you know what? You're absolutely right. Hydrox was the first. Hydrox was arguably better, but they had a horrible name and the bad ad campaign. And they also didn't have the backing of the National Biscuit Alliance.
There you go.
All right, well, I'm going to crack this thing open.
The NBA. All right, so peel back the curtain if you weren't listening last hour.
Yes.
Sean procured a very, 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 very limited...
This was the last one that they had.
Mountain Dew... What kind?
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast pie. From Taco Bell.
Yes.
Because when I think of pie...
I think
of Taco Bell.
That's right. Run for the bathroom, Taco Bell.
So this is going to be what we think. It's a sealed box. We have no idea what it looks like.
I know what it looks like.
Well, I don't.
All right. That's why I've hid the reveal.
But we're thinking this is some kind of like Dr. Seuss-esque key lime pie.
Kind of, yeah. I'm really excited to see what the colors look like in real life because I've seen it on a screen.
Sean has also procured the actual Mountain Dew beverage.
Yes,
for compare
I forgot
and
to grab
contrast.
cups. So, Jocelyn, if you want to go grab a cup, if you want to try this with us.
I am. I'm very curious.
Peeled the official seal, and
The box. It comes in a sealed box that's purple and turquoise,
Yes.
respectively,
All right.
with a blue.
I'm gonna let you
hue.
see it first
All right.
because I love you more.
Ah.
There you go.
Okay, it's got a turquoise filling.
It very much it is. It is
with
bright
with a white whipped cream ring,
radioactive,
and a crust that looks like a typical pie crust.
It's a graham cracker crust, I believe, is
Okay.
what I've been led to believe. I did not know it was plastic wrapped. I wasn't not anticipating that.
That's for your and my safety.
It is. I really feel like
really
I feel like they care.
But
Nails to.
So Jocelyn, initial thought: have you seen this pie before?
I have not.
Did you have any?
I didn't even know anything about it until he mentioned it.
It wasn't advertised anywhere that I saw.
Yeah.
I just saw it online.
Now, full disclosure: if there was a buffet of pies there to me to choose from, I'm walking right by this bad boy. I'm telling you right now, it's not
what you'd call visually appealing.
Well, it looks like it looks like something I made in art class.
You go 0.
Here's 0 for Mike.
Yeah,
0?
because I'm a 0.
All right, we're gonna test the actual taste of the Baja Blast first, just to so we
Okay,
have
beverage
base.
first.
I'm just gonna cut this.
By
so
the
we can
way,
have
shout out to
pieces.
Thomas on he's using your Darth Vader
Yes,
spatula to
absolutely.
procure.
I can say this is still a thick boy.
We're using the dark side to slice into
To
this
slice
pie.
into the
Yes.
keel side.
I've never had this Baja Blast beverage either.
Have you
I've
not
never-
ever had a Baja Blast?
I'm not.
Oh well, this is exciting.
So can I have some right now?
Yeah,
Just to
go
see
right.
what's going
Go
on?
right ahead. I'm
By the way, if you've never had Baja Blast, it too is a turquoise.
It is a tropical lime Mountain Dew.
It looks like a combination of antifreeze and
Boy, this thing is thick.
pee. Okay. It's got a very orangey taste to me.
It's very
Citrus
It's got that tropical.
adjacent.
Yeah.
It's a
But it hits orange with me
Yeah.
first,
Okay.
which I did not expect from a blue-colored beverage.
This thing is sticky.
Oh, that
Yeah,
looks
that's-
weird.
Yeah, it's holding its shape weirdly well, which is kind of scary. Now, I tried to let this thing thaw out for about 30 minutes.
From the makers of Blasoplex.
All right,
Comes the-
slice there.
Oh, thank you. All right, I'm going to give it a sniff.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I don't want to get this blue. This blue goo will be everywhere if I don't. It's it looks like a jello-y consistency. Like of course it's been frozen, so
Right.
a frozen Jello consistency. A pudding pop.
Pudding pop.
You got
it looks very gelatinous.
It's hard to.
Blue.
There we go. I'm sorry, I'm getting hands all over it. I promise I'm clean.
It's fine.
Adjacent.
And then he's gonna.
I'm just gonna take a
Smash
bite
the
out of the
rest.
pie.
Yeah.
Now, real quick, I got to get caught up here. So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not eating this whole piece of pie at 8 in the
Right,
morning.
of course.
And
Now I've had this before. It's summer. It's summer
summer
in a
drink.
beverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very tropical lime.
Yeah, to me it's got. Yeah, it hits orange first and then kind of goes into the other flavors. So.
All right, so I'm just gonna get a good piece of everything here.
Yeah, I want to get crust in everything.
All right.
So I'm gonna go.
And yeah, the color on this is woof.
It feels like Play-Doh.
It's still kind of an ice creamy consistency almost.
Okay.
It's because it's still kind of frozen.
When I fork through it, it feels like I'm going through Play-Doh. All right, I got crust, I got cream, I got blue goo.
Bottoms up.
All right, salud.
It's so cold, it's hard to break through the flavor.
It's custard. It's like a
There it
custard.
is.
Yeah.
No.
Right at the end is when you really get it.
Ooh,
It's not even like you can't taste anything in the beginning, and then it's
it's good. It's not bad. I got hit with the cold and that
Yeah.
tart, and it just made me pucker.
That's the problem. Is it's cold.
I got it.
It's so cold at the beginning that you can't
Yeah.
really get a taste.
I
of
got to
it.
be honest. You need the cream and the crust to combat the rest of it.
I want to get just some naked cream.
That's a lot of power in the naked cream. I'm going to do it.
Do the cream
naked
here.
Baja. I mean,
now
this is just pure Baja.
I'm sorry.
A little cream on
I got a mid cream contamination.
The whipped cream is better than the pie.
It is.
Like you.
I kind of dig the cream too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm going from the back.
I like the. I might hit it from behind. I really do like that filling, though. That is really like once you get past the cold, it's really good. The filling.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like a good key lime pie, and it hits like that.
I went cream heavy on this bite, then I'm done. Because I kind of agree with you. I kind of dig the cream.
Yeah, because you get that taste of the cream before.
Mm-hmm. Actually
right
went
away.
all cream and no green. So.
All cream and no green make Mike a dull boy.
You know what?
Yeah.
As weird pies go, it's not bad.
Right.
It's like a key lime. It's got the consistency of a key lime.
Yeah.
I'm not eating more than a piece of it.
No, it's very rich.
Give me a minute.
On a talk-based format, we really do stuff our faces too often.
Good thing we got video.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera's on, but
Oh, it's on.
I'm sure you got a cornucopia of weird pictures of me on that one.
Well, in case anybody's wondering what I'm bringing to Thanksgiving this year, it's 3/4 of a pie.
I'm sure we will be enjoying that.
Well, I would imagine. Has there been people itching to try this in your
That I
circle?
know of, no. It's just like I came across a video, and then I saw several more of influencers that are like, trying it. And I even had a conversation with the guy behind the counter. I'm like, this is clearly just for like people that do TikToks and I'm like, I'm on a morning show,
right?
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. It's no different than that Oreo thing. That's $40 that comes with 12 Oreos.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's for the gram.
Matter of factly, we were talking about that last week. We beat the jump, by the way. Eat, Drink, and Smoke guys were talking about those cookies on Saturday on the radio.
Yeah. That's right. We had the.
I'm telling you, we just need to make our own version of Eat, Drink, Smoke.
I think
Because
so.
we have enough on this show that we could do it.
We could call it Eat, Drink, Puke.
I'm gonna put it this way. I feel like I could make this better, or I and a combination of people that know what they're doing can make this
I
better.
think pastry chefs. I don't know if that would, or bakers. I don't know if that would qualify in this world because it's
a cream based.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you put some people with some skill sets. Now, granted, we bought a pie that was not meant to be homemade. Like it was made to be shipped and frozen, and that's never the same as coming out your oven.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like a great consistency with a manufactured pie. God, it's everywhere.
To me, this is a Carvel product.
Kinda, yeah. Like
this is Fudgy the Whale, but in Dr. Seuss turquoise.
It's shelf stable.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it's got some. I haven't looked at the Sure laundry list of ingredients, but it's got enough preservatives in it to keep it good.
Well, it's made of a fictitious flavor to start with.
When a flavor has quotey fingers around it, it's not exactly a flavor.
Yeah, it just doesn't ring true. Is our guest here, by the way? No,
not yet.
Okay. All right. I hope Dr. Powell makes. He's got a busy day. Of course, today is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That pie is kind of camouflage in a weird, sort of way.
Right? Right.
Hold on. Let me do my thing, and then I'm going to ask you another question.
Your service.
That's right. That's Pac-Man.
Well, thank him for his service.
It's the Blue Ghost Pac-Man. But yes, ENMU is having their Veterans Day celebration here from 11 to 1 there in the ITC Commons. Special guest speaker today will be Cisco Brink. There will also be a military presentation by the NMMI Centurions. They're also going to be offering a resource fair and refreshments. Ooh. More free food. Recognition and celebration of our veterans, students, staff, and community members. So they would love for the public to join them this morning here at 11 a.m. at the ITC Commons.
Yes.
While we're talking about it, yes, let me ask you now, and then I'll segue to the other.
Okay.
Do you think your daughter would eat that pie? I'm really curious because if I would be, because pull back the curtain, I'm going to argue in my life right now, the most finicky eater and I know is your daughter, Rhiannon.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You know how like when you play a video game, you have like a certain number of lives?
Yeah.
That's sort of what we have attempts to get Rhiannon over to trying food.
Right.
And if I try to use one of those lives on a gimmicky food, I'm going to die. And I mean that is I'm going to lose that chance, and it'll take me even longer to get her back over to be like, no, I'm not going to trick you. It'd be like if the one time I get her to try something, I put hot sauce on it. It's kind of like that's what this would be.
Well, like if you said like,
I think this is cloying enough that it would be.
She doesn't really drink sodas, though, right?
No.
Let's say, would you like say, hey, would you like to try a Mountain Dew Blast? Now there's a pie that,
right?
But
yeah, no, that would be a good attempt with another kid, but it wouldn't work with her.
Now Hunter, I think, is going to destroy that pie.
He would absolutely,
He would destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious. I was like, I imagine because it's kind of whimsical, so I would think she might take a liking to it.
Yeah.
It looks like a Dr. Seuss food. I mean, let's just face it. It looks like something out of a Dr. Seuss book.
That's the problem, I feel like. I think she veers away from food that looks scary.
Okay. I wouldn't call it scary. It just looks...
No. I would.
It looks like... okay, a more modern reference. It looks like food on The Simpsons.
Do you remember... Okay. Do you remember the show Doug?
I'm Doug. And I'm
Doug from Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that Doug.
Our guest is here, by the way.
Very good.
Doug had a best friend, and you can look this up for those who don't remember the show, but Doug had a best friend, and his best friend's name was Skeeter.
Okay.
Yes, I know. But his name was Skeeter, and he was exactly this color. Exactly this color. Like spot on Baja Blast pie colored was Skeeter. I'm going to find a picture and I'm going to show you, but he was that color. And anybody who grew up watching Doug knows exactly what I'm talking about.
The Crayola people need to add new 265 to the box.
You think cerulean was nice. Wait till you see Baja Blast pie.
Make that color on your crayon there. Hey, weather event I want to remind folks on coming up.
So exactly the color.
You're right.
I mean, he's spot on.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is. Now that I see that, I do remember the show better now that I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, I remember it.
That character.
But hey, November 14th, this Friday.
Yes.
Is the Chaves County Health Council, 100% Chaves County Initiative, along with Many Hands and Food Not Bombs. They are having their Operation Stand Down event this Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here downtown in Pioneer Plaza, giving hope for Thanksgiving. This is an opportunity for really anybody, but veterans, homeless, anybody that need assistance. If you need documentation for IDs, medical screenings, I need to be corrected. Hold on. Yeah, I left your mic open.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Give you a little bit more information. Yeah, we're going to do also free Thanksgiving lunch.
Oh, sweet.
So, thanks to Golden Corral, they're cooking.
Sean would like to contribute a Baja Blast pie.
half of a Baja Blast pie for that. Thank you, Sean.
My teeth aren't blue or anything, right?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I have lipstick on my teeth, too.
Very good. So come eat. Come ready to eat.
Yes, but also wraparound services. So it's not a paper event.
Yes.
You can actually get signed up for things.
Please get enrolled. Plus, I know they're going to be offering hygiene kits and winter supplies for folks that need them.
So many things to hand out. We will be doing hygiene kits, hoodies.
Good deal.
Socks, hats, gloves, anything.
Anything warm weather.
Anything to keep warm.
Flu shots.
Yes. We will have people doing flu shots, also doing testings, like, the STT.
Gotcha. Screenings and things.
Screenings.
Good deal.
We're
Health
also
screenings.
signing people for Medicaid.
Okay.
If you need to be signed up for that, you can sign up for Medicaid.
It's kind of a one-stop shop if you need services, even veteran services, but just in touch with healthcare or any kind of, I keep saying whip or, that kind of
We'll
stuff.
have La Casa out there, too, signing up people for appointments for mental health if they need any kind of appointments for that stuff.
Want to talk to somebody about something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's going to be a big event.
Good
so
deal.
Please
to come and Come join us. Come eat. But weather's looks like it's going to be pretty nice
it'll be
on
nice.
Friday. So
Also, if anybody can volunteer, wants to help us volunteer, we need people to serve food.
Absolutely.
Need people to help clean up.
Reach us. Call us here at the office.
Yes.
Or reach out to Jocelyn, or if you're on Facebook at all, you can always go to Food Not Bombs Facebook
Or
page.
211.
Or 211 or Many Hands
Yeah.
Facebook page, or
So-
100% Chavez County. All will
Right.
get you to people that can help you.
Right. And we're trying to make it a big thing. So
Absolutely.
we're working with every organization.
If you have any questions about any of the stuff, the quickest, fastest is just call 211
Yeah.
direct, and and if they can't answer directly, they'll get in touch with
they'll-
Jocelyn or whoever.
Carrie's real good about
Good deal. But it is this Friday from 11 to 2 right downtown here at Pioneer Plaza. So please make plans to attend and come hungry. I'm telling you, it's a ton of food. It's a good. It's fun. Kind of out there. All right, it is 8:24. Let us pause for weather. And I think we'll roll right into a commercial break, and then Dr. Powell with Eastern New Mexico University Roswell will join us here in just a few. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our Veterans Day looks pretty good. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the afternoon high. Lots of sunshine. Overnight, a few clouds drifting through down to about 40, and then slightly cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. Sunny and mid to upper 70s. We're back up to 80 and sunny on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. That's your latest forecast. I'm staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Fergie's Plumbing and Heating now has financing available through One Main Financial. Let Fergie's keep your house warm all winter long. Call 622-2260 today. And when you get a new HVAC unit from Fergie's, you get a $50 Cattle Baron gift card on them. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating, 622-2260.
Hi, this is Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. If you're missing teeth or struggling with dentures, I want you to know there's a better way. It's called 3-on-6 Dental Implant Solutions. It's the most natural smile replacement ever. With 3-on-6, you don't just smile again, you eat again. Apples, steaks, whatever you love, you can eat it with confidence. And here's the kicker. Carabelli Dental is the only office in New Mexico and West Texas offering this advanced dental treatment. My team and I are experts in implants and in sedation. So while you relax, we will transform your smile. Call Carabelli Dental today and take back your smile and your bite.
Call 575-622-4455.
All right, Mr. Gobbles, it's that time of year again. Got any last requests? What? You want a smoking deal on a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle? Mucho dinero for your trade and your credit pardon? Well, you're going to have to go to Roswell Ford.
Hey, Roswell Ford is talking real turkey. With our most aggressive offers in more than 5 years. Right now, get massive savings on new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles with 0% financing and no payments till February 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Worried that your credit is a little foul? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
0 APR for 48 months is $2,883 per thousand financed. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. On select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. China has more English speakers than the United States. They have more Chinese speakers, too. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 28 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Dr. Sean Powell back with us from Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
How's your life going this morning?
Well, things are pretty good. You know, today's Veterans Day.
It is. A busy day on campus as well.
We have a Veterans Day observation coming up at 11 o'clock today. Yeah. So the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month is what that's going to be honoring. And I think NIMI did a nice job this morning. They're still having their breakfast and brought a lot of people in, I understand.
A lot. I never get to go to that breakfast because I'm always here doing a morning show, but I know that's one of the more popular Veterans Day breakfast establishments on Veterans Day. And I know usually like our Legionnaires, they're a bunch of representation. They do a bang-up job every year. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, the weekend was great. We had the Veterans Day celebration, observation, and
congratulations. For those that may have missed it, Pecos Valley Quilters honored Dr. Powell with a Quilt of Valor. And if you're not familiar with Quilt of Valor, it's an international organization, and we're I think it's national. I'm sorry. That they basically it's kind of homespun where they make quilts and then they give them to veterans as a token of love, appreciation. And Dr. Powell was honored by the quilters and got a quilt of valor from them over on Veterans Day.
It was an incredible honor and very humbling event. There were a lot of people much more worthy than me, and when they called me and told me they were going to do that, I was just shocked, but no, it was much appreciated, and again,
very deserving,
very humble.
and it is an honor. Congratulations, and I know that's something you and your family they're gonna cherish. It's a quilt, and it's a beautiful quilt, and it's almost something you pass down to your kids and grandkids and things like that. So
the Pecos Valley Quilters did a great job with that, and again, appreciation to them for all the work that went into it.
Absolutely.
And being selected, and then continuing that work to honor veterans across all of our communities here in Chavez County.
Absolutely. And it was a nice day on Saturday, too, and I hope people that got to enjoy it. The weather was cooperated, and we had a great turnout, great, great, with all of the folks that came out to be a part of it. Of course, your representation there, and we had Youth Challenge, and of course the Charlie's Angels dance team, and all the different things that were part of that, and the various folks that came out and participated in the parade. It was a nice one. So thank you everyone that came out and celebrated.
Well, Saturday was a special day. Also, the Conquistador Council did their 100th celebration down Artesia, and just so you know, Mike never gets to go to one of these events and just enjoy it. He has to work every place he goes. So he was emceeing the Veterans Day event, and then also you were emceeing the Conquistador Council event.
I had a busy
in Artesia.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I was playing Mike Winters a lot on Saturday.
Oh,
so. But I was honored to be a part of the Conquistador Council's 100th anniversary gala as well too. That was really nice, and they did a great job, and I've said it a million times what my thoughts on scouting and what they do for our youth, and I will sing their praises as long as I'm breathing. So
and one of the messages that I took away from that is there's 139 merit badges now across many different topics, many different fields of study, and it seemed to me everyone should have an ability to help out with scouting through that merit badge work.
Absolutely. If you have a hobby, you can share it with scouting, and there's probably a merit badge about it. From stamp collecting to electricians to radio which I've taught radio merit badge a time or two, which I'm not gonna lie, I have to learn myself because they get into the technicality of radio. I'm a dumb monkey button pushing jockey. I just push buttons and talk.
But I guess just to call out for the Conquistador Council, if you have a special talent or hobby, like you said, if someone wants to get involved and help those scouts earn their merit badges to increase their rank and the chance to earn that Eagle Scout.
And not to mention just gather interest in what you're into and helping promote the things you're liking and what you're into. So.
Yeah. And one of the things that stood out to me also about that, and people probably have different opinions, but I was really happy that they had the first female Eagle Scout there at the banquet from our area.
Yeah, who happened to also be celebrating her 18th birthday that day too.
Right.
It's just a cornucopia of events that Saturday.
Saturday was exactly a cornucopia.
But absolutely. But thank you for your service and thank you for everything you do on that. And it was great to to have you out there a part of it too. And I was really happy when I learned about the Quilt of Valor. I was like, oh, that's cool that Dr. Powell. I know you said it was more deserving, but I thought you're pretty deserving.
That was total surprise. Total surprise.
But that being said, please come out to the Veterans Day event happening here at the ITC Commons. It'll start here at about 11 o'clock. Cisco Brink's going to be your guest speaker for this morning midday's event. And then the NMMI Centurions are going to be performing as well. Plus, you're going to have resource fair too, so if you need some information about stuff, and of course there'll be refreshments, so come hungry. Of course, veterans, if you're a hungry veteran today, I'm sorry, it's your own fault, man. I mean, they're just giving away food everywhere to veterans today. So.
Well, I think like you said, a lot of businesses and corporations want to honor veterans here in the United States, and there are many websites that show the different places. I know a few here in town. I don't know all of them, so I know Applebee's, IHOP, Denny's.
I kind of read a list on earlier. Chili's,
Red Lobster,
Golden Corral, Arby's was offering a sandwich. I thought you do a Google search and there'll be about 100 things that pop up on there.
Right.
As far as like our local, I was kind of trying to look on Facebook. I wouldn't have much luck there, but if you see them, let me know. I'll share them and all that good stuff.
And I did notice because we were there last week. Rib Crib has an event has something for veterans today as well.
Very good. I saw Tape Branch Roswell. I think they were doing a pancake breakfast this morning for veterans right now. I think right now. They got all kinds of stuff going on here. But definitely would hope you come out to the campus and enjoy the Veterans Day celebration. And of course, like you said, if you want to come out and meet some of the staff, and of course, get a chance to meet some of because I imagine most of the veterans on staff, they're going to be out at that event. And I would imagine there's probably a few more veterans as part of ENMUR than people realize there, and every department and section of the campus there.
And the branches. I think we represent all of the, I don't know if we have any Space Force Guardians, but all the other
I can't imagine there's any veterans of Space Force, yes. I feel like they're all still active duty. I don't think anybody's been around long enough to get out, unless they just had a short enlistment or medical discharge or something. But short of that, of course, in Space Force, did they stumble on they got the thumb injury on the joystick? I don't know what injuries you get in the space. See, I think this is the one branch the Air Force can make fun of is Space Force. Like we're the lazy ones. Now we're like, well, at least we're not Space Force. I mean, they literally sit in a chair all day.
Well, it takes everyone to protect the United States. So
y'all can't make fun of us. Only veterans could do that.
We're grateful for everybody's service.
Absolutely.
Current and past.
That's right.
Oh boy. Let's see. So registration is ongoing.
Yes. For fall or for spring semester here. Fall, you're a little late on. It's already about halfway through the season here.
And so if you're interested in those classes, seeing what's coming up in the spring, please get in touch with the campus, roswell.enmu.edu, and you can find an advising appointment app and a way to make that appointment set up online and then get that done. And the earlier you do it, as you've talked about before, there's more opportunities, more class openings now.
And of course, if you're not enrolled in ENMUR, you can do that right now and get set up for the spring semester here. And now's the perfect time to do that before everyone's thinking about registration, and you don't have to worry about the long lines and the admission office being overburdened because everyone's trying to do the same thing at the same time here. Do it now, especially before the holiday where everyone's thinking about turkey and stuff right now. You slide in there, meet with an advisor, get signed up, enroll. We can get you over to the financial aid office and see what trees we can shake to find you some money here and start signing up for classes.
Right.
So.
And we don't have an application fee. I think the higher education department here in New Mexico is encouraging colleges to do a November application free fee month, but we don't have an application fee, so it's year round.
It's free all the time.
Right.
And for veterans and non-veterans.
we're open enrollment and that opportunity and lottery scholarship that are out there. Lots of opportunities to enroll and have that paid for through the financial aid that's available.
And regardless of what your end game is, whether if you're pursuing a degree plan or if you're just, I just personal enrichment or, I'm retired and looking to get involved in some things, whatever your goal is, ENMUR can help you get there and help you do that. And like you said, you've told stories, and every year you have like we'll have our class like valedictorian or class, and usually someone that's hey, I'm in my 70s and I've really much done my work life. I'm getting my degree now to prove a point to my grandkid or something like that. You have those kind of things all the time. Each year there's those special stories. So
and the age range is this fall 13 to 78.
There you go.
Pretty.
You got Doogie Howser to back to school Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, we don't have a high dive on the swimming pool, but
right. We don't have the Thornton Mellon Diving Institute or whatever.
Right. We do have a diving board, but not a high dive. So,
well, you got to learn the triple Lundy first, or whatever that dive was.
I think that's correct.
Who would have thought you were doing back to school references today?
Yeah. Well, and if you haven't seen that movie, and I think some of the folks that are listening are going, "What are you talking about?"
I would say anybody probably under 40s probably has no idea what we're talking about.
What are you doing? Yeah. Who's Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah.
But no, we have again the Veterans Day today. Spring enrollment's ongoing, and then also on the 19th we'll have the career fair that you mentioned.
Yes.
I think that's in the afternoon from 1 to 4 in the ITC Commons. And then on the 22nd, we'll be doing our turkey trot.
Yeah, this is your annual event, the Turkey Trot, which is really a great way to help support the food pantries for the campus there. That's your cost of admission, is bring some non-perishable food, and you can come and run as fun or as serious as you want in the Turkey Trot.
It's a fun run walk. And then appreciation out to the city of Roswell. We did get our special event permits approved, got those back, and that's for the turkey trot. But then March 7th, for those of you who are interested, and really anybody can do these things. You don't have to be trying to win the race.
Right.
You don't have to be in it to win it. Anybody can do it. We're going to do a 5K, 10K, and half marathon March 7th. And so we'll get more advertisement out now that the city has given us permission to move forward. And we'll do it right there on campus and then out along the airport road.
Perfect. And so, and of course, that's a good time of year to be outside running. March time frame in New Mexico, that's perfect. We don't want to knock this out in July, but March, right on. Yeah. Unless you do it at 6 a.m. or something.
Right. We'll start probably about 7:30, I think, on the half marathon, and then the 5K will be a little bit later. But yeah, we want to encourage everyone to come out, and we'll be getting that out to different running sites so people can register. I did one half marathon out at the campus when I first got here. I think it was in 2019 that the city put on, and it left out of the Armory, and then you turned and ran along the airport road there. And that road has several different names if you look at the maps. Some people call it YO Road, some people
Depending
call
on
it other
your generation,
things.
I guess, right?
Yeah, so it'll be close to the airport. There'll be a fence between you and the field, but you'll be able to see
you
everything.
can't wander onto the tarmac by accidentally or anything. I'm on runway 30. What happened? You're about to get arrested.
and we'll have plenty of aid stations there, and good support from our security folks, and people that work in physical plant will be available. So, and we'll have EMT students out there as well for both of these events.
Excellent.
And so, we want to put on good events and make sure that people have a good time. And the one, like you said, for this turkey trot on the 22nd, that'll be, like you said, a non-perishable food item or dog or cat food for the Humane Society.
For Humane Society. So we can't forget, and I will add, just because I know what the Humane Society prefers, if you do donate pet food for them, especially none of the stuff with the red dye in it, like I know, like the pedigree chicken, like if you get those big bags of pedigree chicken, I think that's commonly what they use at the Humane, because it doesn't have the dyes and things. It's more beneficial or less harmful. For the pets and things. Now, if you want to get uber fancy foods and all that, knock yourself out. They kind of, like, they do have, like, sometimes special dietary, and so they keep those kinds of foods. So if you donate that too, but I know, like, the stuff with the red dye and all that, they really don't like to use there. So maybe skip past that. But and to be honest, if you want more details, call the Humane Society and say, hey, what kind of food? And they'll be happy to say we typically use this. And if you want to do like cat litter, because they can always use cat litter, Don't worry about expensive, fancy kind. Literally get the stuff that comes in that cement bag, clay lump, because they throw it away at the end of the day for health and sanitary. So, yeah, I mean, if you do have like the fancy color, like when they got the color changing ones, it'll tell you what your cat ate back in 1990, whatever it was. They use that when they have a sick cat, but generally don't worry about that expensive stuff. It's kind of overkill. So just get literally the cheapo clump stuff, and that's what they use out there. So I just know, just generally, that's the kind of donations they always typically need at the Humane Society. So,
yeah. And then we'll be having graduation coming up. The 12th, I believe. No, the 11th. I'm sorry, December 11th. So a month from today, we'll be doing our graduation
which will
on
be in
campus.
a blink of an eye. It's like Thanksgiving's like in 2 weeks or whatever already. Right. It's crazy. So yeah, so that'll happen quick. Now, generally speaking, the fall graduation's a little smaller than the spring, but you still usually get a good amount of people walk the stage in December.
I'm trying to remember the numbers off the top of my head, and I want to say there's over 200 students that are graduating. Now, not all of them will walk, but we'll have over 200 students graduating. And the thing about it is, compared to last year, it's just the staff and faculty out there is working super hard, and the students are doing a great job. Enrollment and graduation rates have increased since 2020, 2021. And this year, when we look back at last December's graduation, so far the numbers of people that have registered to graduate, they're up about 46%.
Okay.
And it's just amazing how well they're doing. And, you know, again, as a community college, I want to express appreciation to everyone. You know, we had an event last week also with the election, and that passed by a small margin, but we really appreciate the support of the citizens of Roswell.
Absolutely. It was a close one, but it got done, so we're happy. Yeah.
Right. And so that'll help us add more career and technical education programming into the future as we look at a physical therapy assistance program and a diesel mechanics program to start. But I want to express appreciation to all the voters in Chavez County who supported that measure.
You did. You are allowing for growth and things through. I know it doesn't seem like you're like, well, how's getting stuff for kids? Well, guess what? You know, because of beefing up the medical program, things like that. Maybe now we're going to have more qualified people here, so you don't have to go to Albuquerque or Lubbock or wherever as often to do some of your medical treatments. That's what we're setting the table for. So thank you for that. And by the way, there's a bunch of trucking companies that need mechanics and things, and you're going to see business grow because of these decisions made. So we do thank you for that. So
well, and you know, going back to trucking and the CDL programming, so we have funding that came from the state of New Mexico with the legislature for workforce training. And right now, if someone's interested in getting a CDL license, it's a 5-week class, and I believe the total cost to everyone that's taking the class right now is $800.
Okay.
Where normally it's a $300 or $3,500 to maybe $6,000 expense for that training. Because of the funding we've gotten, that $800 pays for your physical and your medical testing, and then you have to get your license and the test for all of that, and background checks, and so all of that's paid for with that $800 fee.
Excellent. So it's kind of a little bargain there.
Yeah, and they have. I want to say last time I heard they have about a 98% graduation rate from that. I think a couple of people got into it and then left in the first couple of days.
Sure.
But
may not been for them, and that's life.
but as of the last time I heard, and this was probably earlier this month, was 100% placement rate out of that program.
So if you're looking for a job, you're guaranteed, and go to that program, you're pretty much, well, you are 100% guaranteed to find one according to those statistics.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of need for CDL truck drivers, and you know, you may start off at a lower level and then you can move up. We have a great instructor who's over 1 million miles driving, you know, out in industry before he came to work with us.
Into the training world, yeah.
Yeah, Andy Anaconda used to work from El Paso to Canada, and so he'd go on a weekly trip back and forth. And we were talking about it earlier this last week, or this last week. And yeah, he has over 1 million miles out on the road. I don't know his total mileage number, but that's one of those marks that those truck drivers look for.
That's the gold standard kind of thing. Yeah. Interesting.
So
that's a lot of butt time doing this.
Right.
And I imagine back when he was doing it, the trucks weren't as nice as they are today. I'm going to take a stab at.
Well, and due to the funding from, again, the state, we do have a new truck and a semi-truck, and it's an automatic, and that's what the students are learning in because that's what the industry is going toward. And that takes a lot of the pressure off of the drivers, and it removes some of the stress involved in that job with shifting gears and trying to figure out, do I need this gear for this speed?
Right.
Because it all happens automatically.
It's not like driving a regular stick shift. You got 18 speeds instead of 4 or 5. It's a little different.
So that new truck really helps out quite a bit, and it brings them up to industry standards. We still have the standards, and they do get some driving time in those as well.
Well, I imagine depending on where they work, but not all companies probably have all automatic vehicles and things like that. So.
I think it's more for the over-the-road, long-haul drivers. So we do some training on both of the manual and automatic. And again, if someone's looking for a short-term fix to a job and interested in driving, we have that opportunity for you.
You got your CDL in good standing. You can write your own ticket. Really, you can. I mean, it's that gives you that. You get the freedom to do what you want on a lot of things. So definitely check it out. And certainly as the mechanics program starts gearing up here, once the money gets vested in and actually starts getting the facilities and everything ready, that's going to be a game changer too for offering mechanics and diesel mechanics and that type of stuff. And I know. There's going to be a bunch of trucking companies that will be very appreciative that they can get some local mechanics right out of Roswell to service Southeast New Mexico. So it'll be good. So.
Well, in choosing that program, we look at the uniqueness of it. And again, I had a representative call me back in May. It seems like just yesterday, but that was 6 months ago now. And asking about a diesel mechanics program, and the closest one that I was able to find was up in Albuquerque at Central New Mexico. Hobbs doesn't have one, and Carlsbad doesn't have one, and so we're going to be adding that to meet that local need.
Basically, half the state is closer to one now.
Right.
Or will be.
Will be soon.
Good deal. Excellent. Is there anything else we need to mention before we wrap up here?
No, I think we've got the great events again. I want to thank the individuals in Roswell, the voters who supported our mill levy ballot question.
Absolutely.
And we want to turn around and use that additional funding that we'll get in 2 years. It's going to take a while for us to see the benefit of that.
It's not going to pop up overnight here.
No, it'll be November of 27 before that turns around. But we'll be able to use that money to increase the current technical education program. And just, again, appreciation to everybody for their support of that.
It's kind of like the great automotive program you have there now. That was concepted a while ago. It's been in practice for a couple of years now, but there was a few years of it conceptual. And, of course, while it transitioned, thanks to local leaders, you were able to kind of do the program while we've got the new digs ready and all that stuff. So you're going to see something similar with the diesel mechanics program here. When it goes
one thing just come to mind. So, and I'll end with this. We are also, we have a livestock judging coach now. We've been looking for a coach for over a year, and she's with us now.
Nice.
And lots of experience, and we're going to be putting together a livestock judging team that'll start in, I think, the spring even. They're going to go to some competitions.
Great.
So if you're interested in doing some livestock judging, please get in touch with us.
I'm very interested in watching them judge, but I'm not gonna lie, I have no earthly idea what they're doing, and I'm like, do they know what they're looking at? Or are they just touching things? I don't know. I know they're not, but in my head it looks. But I'm fascinated, but I have no skill set there. So
I think I'm on the same page with you.
Well, Dr. Powell, as always, appreciate the visit. Of course, if you had any questions about anything we talked about, roswell.enmu.edu, you can find pretty much all the answers there, including turkey trot stuff or today's Veterans Day assembly. And, of course, don't forget, I highly recommend you like and follow ENMUR on Facebook. There's several different pages to follow, but particularly if you're a student, you should follow them all. But because obviously when we are getting the colder weather and, sometimes weather hampers things, and that's usually the first place all that goes out. So make sure you stay stay tuned into those too.
Well, again, thank you for the time today, and appreciate the opportunity to be here with you. And
anytime,
especially on a Veterans Day. So
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service.
And thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day to you, and enjoy the beautiful day today. Might have to be shedding that coat here in a little bit. It's supposed to be like 82. So thank you, Dr. Powell.
Thank you.
It is 8:53. Let's pause for news and some other things that commercials and stuff. Don't go away. That's professional. Commercials and stuff. Your way.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Residents near the Lincoln National Forest are being warned as they will see flames and smoke over the next few days. It's all part of a prescribed burn that's taking place each day through the end of this week. An estimated 858 acres of land will become the area of focus. Sensitive individuals should remain indoors. Most city and county offices are closed today in observance of Veterans Day. Community centers, senior centers, and libraries are also not open. The Roswell Police Department announcing the arrival of their new armored tactical rescue vehicle, the Alpine Armoring Pit Bull VX. It was made possible through the generous support of the New Mexico Municipal League. The new vehicle replaces the department's military-grade, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle, which has been in service for more than a decade after being acquired through a federal government program. Over time, the MRAP vehicle became increasingly difficult to maintain and find parts for. The Pitbull VX is a more modern and reliable and more maneuverable armored vehicle that will allow officers to better serve and protect the community. With your local news update, I'm Jared Cirillo.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 47.2% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Is this true? I'd say chances are about 50%. Here's Mike Winters.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. The volleyball state championships are starting up in a couple of days, Thursday, in fact, and Goddard has the second seed in the 4A bracket. They'll be playing at 4 o'clock at the Rio Rancho Event Center on Thursday against the winner of number 7, Portales, and number 10, Valencia. They'll play earlier that day. Goddard just beat Portales to move their record to 21-2 on the season. That was a 3-0 sweep last Thursday. Meanwhile, in Class 3, NMMI is the 11th seed at 13-8 overall. They'll be taking on number 6 Sandia Prep. That's a Thursday morning game. Starts at 8 a.m. A good season for the Colts. We're not used to seeing them in the state playoffs for volleyball. And in Class 1A, Gateway Christian, the 5th seed, 17-6. They'll be taking on number 12 Pine Hill. That's Thursday morning at 10. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning on Veterans Day in recognition of U.S. veterans of all wars and those currently serving. Stocks open after a strong bounce from last week's declines. They recovered most of last week's losses because a plan to end the government shutdown has started moving through Congress. All 7 of the top tech and AI stocks rose, NVIDIA and AMD by 5%. The NASDAQ rose more than 2% in one day, which was its largest one-day gain since May. When the government reopens, it's expected that many delayed economic reports will come out on hiring and inflation, both of which can affect decisions on interest rate cuts. This shutdown's had more impact than previous ones, and consumer confidence has fallen to almost the lowest on record. If the shutdown ends in time, that could prompt many more people to decide to travel for Thanksgiving after all. 100 Congress members want Starbucks to negotiate to avoid a barista strike. They say Starbucks clearly has the money to reach a fair agreement. The stock market is open today, but the post office and some banks are closed for Veterans Day. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Some vehicles take you places. The Ford Bronco takes you everywhere. Where the pavement ends, the story begins. And the 2025 Ford Bronco is ready to lead the way. Right now, Carlsbad Ford has a big selection of Broncos on the lot, each one discounted with a special price for November. Plus, there's up to a $2,500 rebate on these rugged, adventure-ready Broncos. Don't wait. Come get the Bronco you've always wanted today at Carlsbad Ford on West Pierce in Carlsbad.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber to home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Did you know you share your birthday with at least 9 million other people in the world? Your birthday isn't feeling so special now, is it? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. We're closing in on 9 o'clock. Town Hall News is up next. We'll be back on the other side of news. Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico will join us next hour. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Bill Cunningham is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The House is the next stop for a bill to reopen the government. The Senate passed the measure last night. The House could take it up as soon as tomorrow. Meanwhile, House Speaker Mike Johnson says that lawmakers will have to make up for lost time once the longest shutdown in U.S. history is over.
Johnson looks forward to Congress returning to a regular legislative session after the House has been in recess for several weeks, and he offers this warning to fellow lawmakers.
There'll be long days and long nights here for the foreseeable future to make up for all this lost time that was imposed upon us.
The House Speaker sent lawmakers home after their September 19th vote to approve a temporary spending bill and has refused to bring them back until the government reopens. Greg Clugston, Washington.
The Senate bill keeps the government funded through January 30th. It keeps SNAP financed through next September, and it guarantees a vote on Obamacare subsidies. Parts of the Midwest and the Great Lakes digging out from the season's first significant snowfall. The lake effect snow machine kicked into high gear as chilly Arctic air filters as far south as Florida.
Local governments across the South have opened heated shelters. Hazardous road conditions are affecting travel in Tennessee, Michigan, Indiana, and Wisconsin. Meanwhile, gardeners in the Midwest and Northeast are advised to protect plants as the growing season ends. In addition, wind chills in Florida might cause iguanas to fall from trees.
And that's correspondent Andrew Stewart. An illegal immigrant from Mexico is under arrest, accused of opening fire on ICE agents in Chicago over the weekend. Death threats against and assaults on ICE agents have skyrocketed in recent months. Watching Wall Street, the Dow is up 162 points, the NASDAQ down 186. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, it's Mike Gallagher, host of The Mike Gallagher Show. I don't mess around when it comes to saving you money. Right now, rates have dropped to the lowest level in over a year and a half. That means if you bought your home
Everybody
or refinanced
wants
in the
cheap
last 3 years,
airfare,
you could be
but
saving
where do you
hundreds of
find
dollars
it?
every month.
You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals, too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Developed. The decline has since plateaued, which the government wants to change by using more alternative methods, such as testing human tissue grown in a lab, computer analysis of cells, and the greater use of AI. But many scientists are skeptical that animal tests could one day reach near zero and fear that the government plan could further alienate pharmaceutical companies.
The BBC's Pallab Ghosh. Indian police are investigating a deadly car explosion in New Delhi. They have not determined the cause of the blast near the historic Red Fort. It killed more than 8 people. News and analysis, townhall.com. A California public health official says an outbreak of botulism tied to ByHeart baby formula has sickened at least 15 infants across 12 states. ByHeart has expanded an earlier recall. It is now recalling all of its products sold in the U.S. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree has arrived in Manhattan.
It marks the start of New York City's holiday season. This year's tree is a 75-foot Norway spruce from East Greenbush, a suburb of Albany. It traveled about 150 miles on a flatbed truck to reach its new home. On Saturday, workers used cranes to position the 11-ton tree at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. The spruce will soon be decorated with over 50,000 LED lights and a Swarovski star. It will be lit December 3rd during a live TV broadcast. The tree was donated by Judy Russ and her family. Keith Peters, Washington.
More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel witch and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Veterans Day.
Yes.
We're all hopped up on the sugar. No,
yeah, Mike just got a notification on his phone. It's like, hey, bud, you're looking a little high there, bud.
No, I didn't get a notification. I just happened to look. And I was like, oh, yeah, it spiked the needle a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mike's actually more robot than man at this point.
That's right.
He's got devices installed and within him that regulate his blood sugar. And
the bionic DJ.
Mm-hmm. And if his blood sugar gets too high, what happens is Martin Sheen is released into his bloodstream in a tiny ship.
That's right.
To help regulate.
But not only Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen as the president from West Wing, Martin Sheen.
Oh.
That's that character he comes on.
There you go.
Actually, he's a narrator.
Martin Short is what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, you meant.
I was going inner space.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Martin Sheen. But yeah, that would be. I loved you in Wall Street. Not him. Martin Short.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, he's released into your bloodstream to help regulate you.
Or Dennis Quaid.
Or was Dennis Quaid the
Dennis
inside
Quaid,
of Martin Short?
Inside of Martin Short. That's
God,
how it was.
I got my references all backwards. In fairness, I haven't seen the movie Inner Space since the 80s.
Is Meg Ryan in that movie too?
I think so, yeah.
I think that Meg Ryan's in that movie, if I remember. Isn't she?
She went on a run there for me. What happened to Meg Ryan?
Did she play Dennis Quaid's love interest?
Probably.
Or Martin Short's friend, or maybe both. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, like I said, the 80s, or maybe like the early 90s.
I gotta be honest, I want to watch it from a CGI.
You're sure right. Yeah, it was Martin Short, Dennis Quaid, Meg
Ryan, yeah. I would like to see that from a technical standpoint. Like, does the CGI or special effects hold up?
Oh, I'm sure it does not. I'm very sure.
I mean, am I going to watch this thing and it's going to look like Clash of the Titans 1980 version or whatever that was?
Well, okay. Now, in fairness, I think Tron had been made before that. So
well,
I'm
not a big fan of the Tron CGI.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that they have had a little bit of experience with making things look more realistic.
Yeah. To be honest, the original Tron ruined me so much. Tron, I have yet to see any Tron-related things in my entire life. I played the little stupid Psycho game in the arcade for a little bit. I have yet to sit through a Tron movie. I've sit through 5 minutes of a Tron movie. I said, "What am I doing?" And I go on to other things.
It always felt weird to me. It's like you're racing at light speed with this guy, and all he has to do is just go, and you're dead.
Yeah.
You're like dead.
Yeah.
It's not even like game dead. You're just dead.
It's not.
There's no appeal.
It's just not my.
However, I've always taken a liking to the Tron cycle. Like the look of it.
It looks cool. Mm-hmm. I mean, but
now I will say that whoever
it was cool enough to get me to play the game. I'll say that.
I would bet money, not a lot of money, but I would bet some money that Elon Musk sought out the guy that designed the Tron cycle to assist him with help building the Cybertruck, because they are the two designs do scream similarity.
Yeah, they do. If you could watch people are doing, you make your Cybertruck glow. It'll literally look like.
Speaking of, I don't know who it is in town, but somebody has a black wrapped Cybertruck. I saw it on Veterans Day coming off of 3rd Street from the parade.
On Saturday.
The detour. Yeah, Saturday. Sorry.
Excuse me.
And I gave it the obligatory thumbs down, as one does.
I've only seen one Cybertruck in person.
Yeah.
And it was at the McDonald's parking lot. And it was a standard silver one or whatever you call it. Look, I don't know anything about them. I don't know I'm kind of not. I don't know anything about that stuff.
No, I just think
all I know is it's ugly. It's just an ugly truck, and I do not want to drive in anything that ugly.
Do you remember? And this is again, I tend to reference The Simpsons a lot, but do you remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer's brother owns a car company and decides to let him design a car?
Yeah.
So he designs this car called the Homer, and it's hideous beyond all recognition. But it was his design. He's like erasing things that actual car designers were putting in. He's like, no. I need a bubble back here. That's what the mother-in-law will sit in.
That's what it is. The Cybertruck looks like that thing we all drew when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
When you say drive a car, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's
bubble
the thing.
on top, hood there.
That's what a Cybertruck looks like to me.
Wheel.
I'm not. It's look. It could be the most amazing technology known to man. It's ugly. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not driving around in that big ugly thing. Sorry. Not if I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Yeah. So it's an interesting design.
Now, I have seen people trick them out and they look marginally better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen some and I'm like, okay, that looks less ugly.
But now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of what would be considered an ugly car. Because I've always loved the DeLorean, and partly because of the Back to the Future of it all.
I don't think DeLorean's ugly. I think it's a quite pretty car.
I've always liked the idea of the gull-wing doors. There's just that kind of the stainless steel of it all was never the reason.
Yeah, but it's the gull-wing doors. I'll tell you that right now. I was the kid that grew up with the Lamborghini Countach, and I draw pictures, and you know what I mean. Like that was the it car growing up for me. I mean, some people were into the Testarossa. It was all about the Countach.
Yeah.
And it had the gold wing doors. And I swear when I was a kid, I thought I was going to own 2 of them bad boys. That didn't work out.
Couldn't even put them in the garage together because you couldn't open the doors.
Right. Well, I can't even fit in one probably now. I'm too low, and I'm like, I don't know where my games go.
And that's the thing is everything else about, like, if you look at, I follow this guy who has like a restored DeLorean.
Yeah.
He like completely restored from scratch, and everything else about it sucks.
Yeah.
It's a terrible engine.
Yeah.
Has no get up. The window isn't even a window. It's like a fold down thingy.
Yeah, that's my deal with the DeLorean. It's a pretty car, in my opinion. I think it looks cool.
Right.
It's a hunk of junk.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, everything else about it is it's rough.
But now I know a couple years ago they tried to bring back DeLorean. Whatever happened to that? Is that still going, or did that?
The only thing I ever heard was I saw like a documentary one time where they were talking about.
Of course, the guy went to jail, the original DeLorean guy, and all the taxing. But the next generation, like they.
Oh, you want to talk about a legacy that was built on top of a pile of cocaine?
Yeah, there's a Netflix documentary somewhere about it. Go watch it. Yeah.
From what the thing that I saw was that there's a factory in like Germany or somewhere like Denmark or something that has every part of the 1980 whatever 6 DeLorean.
Yeah.
Brand new factory, like off the factory lot.
Is it on like
that they can?
Is it like on that, like those plastic model sheets, like a giant version
You
where you
just
clip
clack
off the
it
tire?
off, right? No, but from what I saw was there's a warehouse of this, and it's just like the doors, they're just like hanging on these like racks that just kind of go back. So you can have built currently a vehicle from 1986 or whatever year it was with 0 miles, brand new off the factory lot.
Okay.
But again, it's
well, good news is if you know how to build it, you're going to have to also be the mechanic on it because no one else will know how to work on that
exactly.
bad boy.
I don't know how many liters of petrol this thing gets to the kilometer, but
not to mention, I imagine it's not going to have any bells and whistles whatsoever. Being it's a 1986 car, and the bells and whistles of 1986 was they put the brake light in the rearview window.
I think you might get your cassette player. Although, Mike, I will say it probably has a switch on the floorboard to turn on the high beams.
And I'm in.
And just like that, Mike's in.
It's an engineering marvel. I would, in all seriousness, though, want the flux capacitor. I know it's not going to work, but I want the light. I want it there.
Well, if
you're going to have a DeLorean, you need that.
You can get those. Like there's nerd sites that have recreated that look of the thing.
And I'm sure there is a the food processor convert version.
In the trunk.
Like if you want where you can obviously it doesn't function, but I would at least hope you could drop some banana peels down.
It would be nice to know you have a functioning food processor. That's getting into Pimp My Ride categories. Yo, dog, I heard you like use banana peels, so we put a food processor in your trunk so you can make your own smoothies.
And speaking of the Pimp My Ride, our guest isn't here yet, right? Okay, just make sure. Make sure. I don't want to step on that.
Yeah.
But I am so happy that my 50-year-old brain knows that, like, hindsight, the Pimp My Ride show. Turns out all those cars were hunks of crap. And they were because I remember watching that show, and I'd watch them trick them out with all the DVD. I was like, there is no way these cars function as normal cars.
Right.
Like they're literally a power plant on wheels.
Yeah.
And none of these are going to, and they're all old beat up hoopties to begin with that now that are going to be more broke because they got a DVD player that's something going to fry on it.
Here's the thing,
and I'm so
though.
glad that truth later everyone said, yeah, those cars last about a week and then they fell apart.
I was the target demo for that show, in that I was young enough that I would be like, well, imagine yourself parked in a field, like a basketball court with you and your homies, and you're all at the back end of your car playing, on the big screen, because you can't use the TV when you're driving, obviously.
Right.
But all those things, I'm like, yeah, that would be fun when you're in a parked location with possibly a generator or an outlet nearby.
Yeah.
Those things are going to be neat. But this guy likes to surf, so you put a full-blown washing machine in the back of his so he could wash the sand out of his wetsuit. I mean, all right.
Yeah, there's an extra 1,000 pounds.
Right.
By the way, the car don't drive.
Yeah, no, it just sits there now.
I was like, wow, it's got a grill. It's got a not like a front grill. It's got a working George Foreman grill.
And in many cases, They literally did the slap a coat of paint on the lipstick on a pig. They just painted it over and like bondoed over actual.
Yeah, because these were little rust buckets
stuff that was wrong with it. Yeah.
These were high school kids' hoopties, and they were all like, "I got an '86 Ford Pinto that my dad drove, and the chassis about rusted out. Well, no worries, we'll slap some DVD players and a sound system, and we'll pimp your ride."
And the other, there's so much else like that goes into the behind the scenes, like. None of how like Exhibit would walk up to your house and like knock on, those were all set up houses. Like they would take the people to another location, and that's where Exhibit would do is that. Plus, like
there was like real houses.
No, it was just like a house that MTV paid for the day or whatever. Nice. And they knew it was gonna that Exhibit was coming.
I kind of figured all that was.
There was one where it was this kind of a heavier set guy, and they put a bunch of candy wrappers in his car to make him look fatter, like he was eating candy all the time. And I think it was that guy's car. They put a cotton candy machine, like in the back end of it, or whatever.
Well, that's useful. I like to spin my own cotton candy.
My own spun sugar.
Diddy bopping around town. Right. It's right here on the passenger seat. I just whipping while I'm driving. Cotton candy.
That's just handy, officer. Would you like yourself some spun sugar?
I'm sorry, I'll have blue today. But, tomorrow I'll get the pink.
I got the red's coming in the mail. But yeah, no, all those vehicles were just absolute hunks of junk, and they just got a coat of paint on them.
But I would argue, in the multiple seasons I saw that show, maybe one car per season was.
Right,
something,
and
that was
something. That was because it was slightly reparable. Like it was roadworthy, but it just needed a paint job. You know.
Now, granted, I watched them all. I mean, come on, I watched Cribs. I mean, the same reason because you want to see, and I'm sure 99% of those cribs were just set up for cribs. Cribs. Those people actually didn't live in those houses. I mean, with a few exceptions. I always like when they got a celebrity that went downgraded. This is my townhouse.
My favorite one of all time. They did an episode of just the stars of the movie, of the Jackass movie, and they showed Steve-O's apartment, which was this was when he was actively in his NOS phase,
right?
So he was just like wrecking like he was putting holes in the wall. He ripped a ceiling fan down. Then they cut to Chris Pontius, who gave the tour of his van that he was living in.
Yeah, I loved those. Those were
fun.
Great. Because like when they got real palatial, like, come on, you did this for the show. This is all show. You don't live in this like this. Like
my favorite of those was the the Chappelle show when they did his version of Cribs. Where he walks into his kitchen and he's talking about how he's got all his friends around, and he's like. I got all these diamonds in this food. He's like, what's that for? It's like, not much, but it makes my dookie twinkle. And then it showed like a jewel encrusted turd. It was just like zoom in camera. Those are always great.
Well, and if I remember right, there is an actual Chappelle Cribs. Like he was on the show, and it's funny too if I remember right. Like he did some stuff too. Right. It's been a minute, but I seem to vaguely remember a real Cribs with him, not the twinkle and dookie.
And then of course always the. Every time that they would wrap up the thing, it's like, now get out of here. I'll go back inside and go to sleep.
Yeah, they always do that. Amy McVeigh-Tejas, our guest, is here. She's going to join us
through your window
through the Historical Society. I heard doors close. It was my eye of the ear. The ear of the
theater of the mind.
Yeah.
I could see the door closing within my mind's eye.
My inner eye in my ear heard it. Yeah. The third eye's in my ear.
Third eye's squeaky.
But she'll join us, talk about their Holidays with Friends event coming up here on the 22nd. A little Veterans Day as well, too. So she'll join us here in just a minute. But first, I think it's the weather. Let's find out together.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our Veterans Day looks pretty good. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the afternoon high, lots of sunshine. Overnight, a few clouds drifting through down to about 40, and then slightly cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. Sunny and mid to upper 70s. We're back up to 80 and sunny on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. That's your latest forecast. I'm staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, 47 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 44%, and winds are variable. That's one I don't hear very often. Usually it's north-south. They went variable today at 5 miles per hour. Nice day, though. 82 or 83 are expected high for today under sunny skies with winds out of the south, 5 to 10. Tonight, clear. Overnight low of 41. West winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For you Wednesday, mid-70s tomorrow. Sunny and 76. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, back up into the low 80s. Mostly sunny, 81. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. For Friday, sunny and 82. And then for the weekend, they're giving us chances of rain. Slight chances, but chances. 20% chance of showers after 11 on Saturday, otherwise mostly sunny and 74. A 30% for Saturday night. And then a 20% on Sunday, mostly sunny, 63. So, I mean, it's going to be a little cooler on Sunday, but, I mean, it's probably, it might rain for a half hour somewhere at some point. That's maybe. We'll see. All right, it is 9:23. Let's take a commercial break of varied length, and then Amy Bebeteas will join us from the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. Don't go away.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Pecos Valley Broadcasting has immediate entry and experience level and radio and live stream video sales executive positions open in Artesia and Carlsbad. You'll work with our amazing team to build and maintain accounts and dive into advertising and marketing promotions. Experience in sales is preferred and bilingual opportunities are available. Base guarantee plus bonuses and commissions. Apply now. Email your details or resume to hireme@pvbcradio.com. Take your career to the next level with Pecos Valley Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. There are 293 ways to make change for $1. Try all 293 on the guy who keeps borrowing money from you. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Amy McVeigh-Tejas back with us from the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. Happy Veterans Day, Mike.
Thank you. Happy Veterans Day, too.
Yay.
And, of course, I know I love it because, I almost was like, oh, today's actually Veterans Day because I've been doing so much Veterans Day stuff over the last
couple of weeks. Really, huh?
Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, today's actually Veterans Day proper. Happy Veterans Day.
Well, on behalf of the Historical Society, we think every day's Veterans Day.
I agree.
We need to show that respect every day, 24/7, 365. But I'm glad it's a day of coming together. You know me, any opportunity we can have to come together.
Sure.
I love those types.
Absolutely.
We do. It's a time to come together, no matter what of this and this and that. These are opportunities to come together, celebrate legacies, and my goodness.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is, and obviously there's events going on, and I hope veterans get out there and participate. I know many restaurants and establishments are going to be offering discount or free services or meals this day. Take advantage of them, please.
Yes,
they
for sure.
This is, it's the double-edged sword. I always tell veterans because a lot of them they don't want to. That's okay. I'm good, and I get it. I'm that same way. I don't really.
Right.
But when people want to help you, it makes them feel good to help you. So let them help you. Sometimes it's good. Like, look, I get it. You're like, I don't feel worthy or deserving of a free meal, but if they're saying no, we want to give back. We want to show you our appreciation, and so you're actually honoring them by by letting them serve you sometimes some cases.
I think when we see the shirts or you have your shirt or your hat on, I love the responses. And, Ralph and I have gone out, and I just want to show love to my husband, veteran Marine. But I love the responses of people.
He's had a double day because it was a Marine Corps birthday yesterday. Now Veterans Day proper today.
Yeah,
so.
that's the boom boom.
Does he have his crayon eater hat yet? Because that's the official Marine Corps.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's kind of funny.
Funny.
Of course, one of our Don Weld, who's been on the radio, he's a Marine.
Yes.
He's a Marine as well, just like your husband. And I remember seeing online, it was literally his baseball cap, and it was all like colored in with crayons, and then it had a Marine chewing on crayons. It just said crayon eater, and I was like, I'm not a Marine, but I would wear that with pride if I was a Marine, because that's a cool.
That is.
And I think many Marines also, now it's. Again, if you're not a veteran, don't try calling them. Don't call them crayon. Don't even try. That's not your place.
Right.
But if they throw it out there, you're okay. And
that's right. Well, and Ralph's
and if you're a veteran, you can rib, because I'm Air Force and I've heard it all. Right. We are that's why I'm glad of Space Force, because now I think Air Force can make fun of Space Force. Like they think we're like lap of luxury. I'm like, literally, these guys are button pushing jockeys. I mean, that's what they do. We could surely, the Marines are out there, doing actual work, and the Army guys, and Navy, they're a lot of button pushers too in the Navy.
No, it's that military thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? On the flip side of that, I was just talking to a lady yesterday.
Yeah.
I love, on behalf of the Historical Society. You know what, Mike? Everybody's got their place, right?
Yes.
If you push a button, whatever you do, we respect all positions.
Absolutely.
You know what? And somebody's got to start somewhere, and they can strive to be anything. So,
and I joke aside, they're all Coast Guards, and they're all great.
Mike, and if they own it, good for you for being but you know what I mean? Own whatever you are.
But veterans, we just rib each other because that's what we do.
Big time.
But in all fairness, we all have the same respect. Like when I call a Marine a crayon eater, I have nothing but the utmost respect for a Marine.
And you would do anything for any of them. At the end of the day.
And at the end of the day, it's our jest of love to each other. When they call me Chair Force and all that other stuff, I take it with a grain of salt of which it's given.
He goes on, but in all seriousness, I want to take a moment to honor George Schrank. He is one of our Historical Society faithful members, and we just lost him. He was veteran, served Air Force, Mike, many years.
I don't know if Jocelyn has the deal, but
we just want to take a minute, just showing love. Marianne Schrank has been a volunteer for many years. Her husband George is a great member of the Historical Society. We just lost him. We just want to pay tribute to his legacy and so many others. So I'd be remiss by we take a moment just for one, because we just honored him in his service last week. But we honor all legacy.
When you're praying at the poll tomorrow, you can add them to your list of prayers, their family and everything else while you're out there praying.
That's right.
I mean, you don't have to wait till then, but
no,
while you're
for
there,
sure not.
Might as well
You're exactly right. That's right. And if you're available, come out to the poll tomorrow. I was just talking to some people, going through some hardships yesterday, and many people are still unaware. They'll say, "Oh, you do that every week," and I know they don't. They may be busy and not listen to the radio.
Sure.
And we try to promote it, but make sure and get the word out. I think that's important, what you just said, Mike. If somebody's having a hard week or anything, you don't have to physically be at our poll.
It's a standing appointment.
Gather. You
every
better
Wednesday
believe it.
at 9 a.m. Now, sometimes the Wednesday falls on a holiday,
on a unique
and we don't have an official gathering.
Right.
But be honest, it's an unofficial. No one's stopping you if you want to come on out to the poll and
drive.
Say a prayer.
You can literally be in your vehicle.
It's a public
Crazy
space
weather.
right there. I mean,
if it's weather, and we are a firm believer. You can be of heart, soul, mind, physical.
Yeah.
So
and
we will be at the poll tomorrow.
And what I love about it, it just started organically and has continued organically, like prayer does. And so
it does.
It does. Whatever you're praying for, come and do it there, or do it in your own time, in your own ways, obviously. But if you want to bring a community sense to prayer a little bit, join us on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays,
9 a.m.
On Saturdays, that's
but the official events,
that's right.
9 a.m.
But if people say, "Oh, there are only a couple of people," I want to remind you, looks can be deceiving. The Poor Clares gather with us every Wednesday
at
9 o'clock in the morning. Jane Anglin, Arizona. Every Wednesday, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Of course, they're hanging out at their garden doing it, which I don't blame them. I would be too.
Yes. But you may. It looks. We have got a large village family, whether you're there physically. So come by the poll any Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mike, I can't believe we're going to say that our event is next weekend.
Yes,
what?
November 22nd.
What?
Which is just around the corner. Yeah.
It really is. So we've been making our arrangements. I know we've spoke some about this on the radio, but I just...
This is, of course, unfortunately, when we lost the convention center, we really lost the ability to pull off the Holiday Magic show that's been a long time tradition here in Roswell. So for the last couple years, while the convention center's down, we've been offering mini versions of the Holiday Magic, and so this is kind of turning into what is this third annual?
This is
number 2. I was thinking this is the third one for some reason. I was thinking it's the third one. But our Holiday with Friends event will be November 22nd at the Archives facility that Saturday. And, of course, we're going to have not all, obviously, because we don't have the space, but several of the folks that many of you know and love from Holiday Magic will have their offerings there, and a few other ones as well, too. And the good news is, the Historical Society, I know there's a couple other places that are doing similar ones with others. So really between the makeup of the 3 or 4 of these events that are happening, you can almost get all of the Holiday Magic recreated. And it's not under one building in one event, unfortunately. But this is kind of like a leg of that now. And so this November 22nd, just in 2 weeks here, or not this weekend, but next weekend. From 10 to 4, come on out to the Archives facility and follow your nose. Because it'll be the baked goods and all the deliciousness. If you're lost, follow your nose and it'll take you right to the. And but yeah, it's gonna be there's gonna be crafts, arts, obviously things to buy, stuff for family. So I bring the family and spend some time out there.
It's gonna be a great afternoon. I just spoke to our wonderful guests. They're all very, very excited. I just wanted to make a note. If you're a follower, Desert Cowgirl Georgia Bader with her turquoise jewelry is unable to attend.
Okay.
We understand and life happens, and so support her. She's amazing.
Does she? I'm sure she has a website or something if you really need to.
So follow her and even get us, and we make a connection. Otherwise, Deborah Lucas, we want to encourage people, Deborah Lucas, place your orders. Boy, she sells out. So make sure if you're a Deborah Lucas follower, you need to place your order.
I'm not going to lie. Every other pumpkin roll is a distant second to her pumpkin.
It's that
others may try, but nobody succeeds.
That's exactly right. For sure. Danielle Gonzalez, I talked to her and Angela Strange. They're working on some fun gift ideas. I love what they do. Trina Padilla has been my girl. We have a long relationship. I try to buy her out. I just think it's cool. She just has my number. She did a long time ago. Do you have a buy now
button where you just have to come up and buy it?
But her and Deborah were sure a huge part of Holiday Magic.
Absolutely.
And I'm honored. I've been supporter of so many of these. I'm just honored to work with them. The Historical Society will have fun opportunities. John and Donna with their new books. And Kim Conley with her amazing custom hat. She does amazing. That's so popular and so good. And then Pecos Valley Chili. A couple of things we haven't said on the radio, Mike, that we're doing that have naturally flowed into some fun, unique things this year is we're going to do a silent auction. So I'll give you an example. One of the really cool baskets we're going to have from the silent auction is the blessing basket from All Holiday with Friends. So it's something from every one of them.
Each have donated an item to the basket.
So that's really, really cool. We're excited about that. Okay.
So Pecos Valley Chili Company's in there. I'm telling you right now, if you've never had this is one of my favorites. You get their famous sweet chili.
Yep.
And you get a lump of cream cheese. Get a brick. Don't get you could do it. But if you want for presentation purposes, get the brick. Literally just dump that stuff right on top. Get you your cracker of choice.
Yep.
And you got a 10 right
there. You got a 10. Boom. I did that. Yeah. I just did that. I was in Arkansas with my family. Little blessing baskets. We did that. Yeah. We broke it out. Had to go get the cream cheese.
It's such a simple but amazing treat. Yeah.
It's just amazing. Yep. Something else we'll have at the silent auction. Very, very excited. We haven't talked to him lately. He's been working very hard. We'll have a signed Peter Hurd print.
Oh, great.
Really beautiful piece. And some other art. So really, really excited. Some male and female gifts. That silent auction.
Well, we're so thankful and to the White family, the Hurd White family and everything. Obviously, and is the holidays, by the way. If you want to holiday shop at the Historical Society, we do have our Peter Hurt prints through our website. And I imagine you'll be able to
we'll
get some
have
at
a hard print promo for Holiday with Friends only.
Awesome.
So if you want to do your exclusive,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. Something else very, very excited about, the museum is 95% decorated for Christmas. So we're celebrating our open house, if you will. So we'll be open for tours. It's beautifully adorned and
it's a nice time.
Beautiful traditional holiday decor. And Mike, something we've been really excited about the last couple of years is Christmas is not Christmas without authentic presentations. So I want to thank Stacy Rocha and Elaine Mayfield. We've worked hard to pull out the Historical Society collections to be featured. So we've got beautiful, and it's Christmas Elegance Dinner Party. We're spiffy,
so
Mike,
like
and we've
Victorian
got Moraine. Well,
feel?
They've got dinner party decor on. They're very spiffy dressed up. We've also got a Marine and Air Force, so we're respecting military too.
Very
They're
cool.
dressed up. We've even got our ice bucket and champagne, like they'd really, just want to have a toast for the holidays.
Like high society gala.
Oh, yes.
Holiday.
And then upstairs, we've got our fun, children's area. So we're really excited about that. Christmas decorations will be up through the middle of January. I want to remind people, we were just setting this up the other day. If you have not taken Christmas pictures, oh my goodness, we've got the stained glass. And if you need somebody working with you, our precious Danielle Gonzalez continues to book and stay busy.
She's a photographer.
It is that time of the year. And Mike,
yeah.
you see them outside. Our trees are fixing to turn. So we're beautiful. We will be working on the exterior decoration. Haven't gotten that far yet, but we'll be a full holiday cheer by next week.
I'm going to say give it a week or so, and then you come by at night and see the lights and all
for
that
sure. And we'll
stuff.
have the candles.
Yeah.
If you're driving by the Historical Society, Elaine always works on the candles in the windows. Mary Lou Glass, I believe about 5 years ago, donated candles in honor of Vivian Lokeems and my mother. And now we celebrate Mary Lou too. So it's the old traditional candlelit windows.
Well, and to be honest, that's me growing up. Like,
yes,
my family didn't like blow out, decorate houses, and we had a Christmas tree, but the one thing they always did was they put the candles in the windows in every exterior window. To the front, you could have a candle in
So
it.
if you see somebody in the evening working, Elaine works hard to get those timers right.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy task. So the lights will be in the windows in honor of so many individuals that we've lost, care for, and just come together to celebrate the holidays. So if you can't come, one thing I do want to mention too, Holiday with Friends, again, is November 22nd from 10 to 4. If for whatever reason you can't come, I do want to remind people that following weekend, that'd be on the 29th, the Historical Society will be at the Liberty holiday event.
Okay.
And I believe 2 to 7.
Okay.
I hope so. Liberty's amazing to promote there.
Yeah.
But there's a holiday pop-up there.
Okay.
And I know
It
John
kind of works
LeMay.
in concert with
does.
these other ones.
So John LeMay will be there signing books. I don't know about Donna. We want to thank them for what they're doing too. They kind of popped up like we did last year.
Here with Museum Day a week ago. Actually, it's been almost a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now. Yeah.
So just come together, honor. At the end of the day, Mike, just support your locals. I know there's so many amazing little pop-up events with the miniatures and Bone Springs.
Absolutely.
Support local. Do this shopping. Get those gifts that are handmade or they're supporting local. We say it and we say it and we say it, and then we go onto Amazon and we make things easy. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'll speak for myself. Let me tell you, I know Amazon does their little gift wrap and shipping it. If you're here local and you need books and you call us and you pay for the books, we will wrap and we will deliver in Roswell. And it will look amazing. And I'll even go as far as saying we'll do a little special wrapping that you wouldn't see from
There's going to be a lot more love in that than anything you get from Amazon. I'll tell you that right now.
And so support local in our sweet treasures. We've got so many local.
And then we can get into the dollar situation where when you spot, the dollar stays local, it goes back better gross receipts. And so when you want to, nicer things around town, how do you think we pay for them? By shopping local.
That's for sure. And Mike, you mentioned something that I just want to cover. If you did not participate for whatever reason in Museum Day, I just want to remind listeners, to us, just like every day is Veterans Day, we need to honor veterans every day. Every day is Museum Day. And I assure you, you could have that detailed experience with all these amazing museums.
And here's the thing. Museum Day is really impossible to fully achieve. And what I mean by that is there's not enough time allotted for you to truly devote the time it takes to visit all 8 museums.
Right.
That's why I always say wet your beak. Okay, maybe if there's one you have more interest in, spend a little more time there than the others. But go see them all with plans to go back and dig deeper later. To go back and say, I love the Walker Aviation Museum. I'd love to spend more time reading some of the stuff there. Or I'm over at the J.P. White home. I would love to go there and learn a little bit more about some of the different rooms and various things that went on there. Or the McBride Museum, I really, first time I ever saw it, but I walked there now, I'd really like to go back and do a deeper dive on that.
Yes.
You know, that's what, or you know what, the new one this year, the new kid on the block, the toy museum here.
Amazing.
I haven't really had a chance to check that out. I'm going to spend more time in there.
They're really, really cool, and I think that was our intention.
And to be honest, and especially, and when you get to the Anderson and the miniatures, every time you go into those buildings, it's a unique experience because,
it is.
You know, so that one you have to keep going back early and often.
We do. We all work together, and I think it's just so important. So just remember, every day's Museum Day. Support all these local treasures, and give us a call. And we're willing to work around schedules. Life is hard. Times are hard. It gets with the time change. We're even after dark. We're still available. All you have to do is give us a call. And if you say, "Well, I'm so busy, I can't get off till 6 o'clock." I'm not going to guarantee that every day, but I will personally guarantee we will work with you. And if you'd love a picture in the evening, we are all in. The tree is beautiful at the museum and all these locations.
And with Thanksgiving a couple weeks away and Christmas right on the heels of that, obviously there's influx of family and time. Listen, make a special appointment. You got family in town on, that Friday or something or Saturday during the weekend, say, hey, I would love to if we can come by during the day and bring your and we do that all the time. That's what we do, and I imagine during the Christmas and Thanksgiving breaks there, we're probably going to have a steady stream of docents that will be meeting appointment times.
And unique times because things are hard. We're all so busy. I do want to just remind individuals if you need a special holiday party, archives will be decorated for Christmas in the next week
we got a kitchen
before next week. So just call the museum if you have any questions, 622-8333.
Or if
you can email me.
Yeah, or if you have a holiday, family reunion or...
just a fun gathering.
We want to do an early Thanksgiving dinner because all the people are in town. They're not in town on Thanksgiving. They're going their separate ways. We're all getting together on the Saturday or whatever.
Well, and we're really closely located to some great food that caters. A lot of different directions right there. They can get there.
We know some folks, absolutely. But.
So I think, this year I was just reflecting. It's been a hard year, and, I just want to encourage our little community that shows up every year and everything we overcame from last year in the floods. Let's just kind of set aside this negativity of nonsense. And why don't we just take a moment of reflection, celebrate and honor these legacies of people and places and things, and honor our local treasures.
Roswell, we're a family.
We are.
I mean, we're like Family Feud and distant things and all that, but at the end of the day, we all live in this great space. We all want the best for our community. We all want great opportunities, and that's the holiday seasons. Use that, use this opportunity to help other people. Get involved. Find nonprofit organizations that hold dear to your heart, and get involved in that way. Serve your community that way. Do things like that. This is what this year is about: is how can you do things for other people? Use this holiday for that. Like Jocelyn with Food Not Bombs, and they're giving food away. They can always use more volunteers. Historical Society, we're always looking for more volunteers.
Even if it's a little, somebody who says, even if you brought loose change, we're still doing that. Your little things to us mean a lot. Or if you say, hey, man, I can only volunteer an hour a month. Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? We can get Mike, we can get a lot done in 1 hour.
Absolutely. You can. You'd be amazed.
Harvest Ministries, Community Kitchen, I've been thinking about them through this unique situations, hard times during the holidays.
Yeah, they're with the government deal on that, they're dealing with a bigger audience right now than they normally would. And it's a holiday season, which already creates a bigger demand.
Yes.
And so,
and the weather, temperatures,
yes,
temperatures,
it's a cocktail,
all these things.
perfect storm.
Take a moment, do a little gathering of some. At the bottom of our Historical Society Holiday with Friends beautiful flyer, thank you, Danielle Gonzalez. At the bottom, we left this on. It's staying here.
Mm-hmm.
Roswell Strong, Roswell Resilience. Yes, we added that when we had started overcoming the flood last
we got
year.
a cornucopia of events just falling into our lap.
But you know what? If anybody wonders why it's still there, I have a problem if you're wondering that in the first place. I guess we need to stay Roswell Strong, and we're just celebrating Roswell Resilience. We're the Historical Society. That's our job.
Yeah.
But we're going to stay together. But just take a moment. Let's gather together. Let's impact the lives of others. Portions, we've got scholarships coming up, guys. Oh my! If you're listening and if you would love to give a gift of a scholarship, we're gonna have to make decisions in a couple of weeks about New Mexico Youth Challenge Academy scholarships. I believe they're right at 100 students, which that's amazing.
That is great.
And if you could impact one more life, there is nothing greater, in my opinion, than impacting the lives of others on behalf of the Historical Society, honoring the legacy of New Mexico Youth Challenge Academy that's celebrating 25 years next year.
You're setting the table for service for the next generation by doing that.
Yes.
Stuff. And
so if you would like, if you have never done anything like that and you said, Amy, I only have $100 for a scholarship, we'll take it.
We would be
$25 with a gift card, we can show some love because these kids helped us. Just like when we were at the air races, we had a handful of girls show up and bust their tails. If you're listening and said, Amy, we'd love to give a gift card to all those girls that helped take down, I'm all in. I think there are about 8 to 10 of them.
Absolutely.
We give them a $25 gift card, just showing them love. So any way we can impact lives, we're all in.
Absolutely. So please, and then like I said, if you're unfortunately unable to, I really hope you do, but on the 22nd here, don't forget, at least through our Historical Society stuff, John's books and Donna's books and many other local authors' books, our Peter Hurd's, do your Christmas shopping there.
For sure.
And RoswellNMHistory.org. You can go there. And of course, if you want, there's way more than just that there.
Sure. You can go to online to see what we have.
Yeah.
Give us a call and say, hey, I need these autographs.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's something, Mike, you bring up a really great point. Donna's going to be here next weekend.
Okay.
But if you can't be and you said, hey, Amy, we need these books autographed, that's a perfect time.
Absolutely.
Perfect time.
We've got it wrangled at that moment, so we can get those done too. Say, hey, you can pre-order it, whatever, and then we'll have it set aside. She'll sign it while she's here, and then we'll ship it to you.
For sure.
I want to everything else.
Say a special hello to Gary, our friend Gary, and I bet you he's listening. Our friend Gary just called the other day and said, hey, I want you to check with the Mexico Military Institute Library. And if they don't have any of the books at the Historical Society, let's make sure we have a copy of them.
Okay.
Guys, you know how amazing that is? How amazing that is that we started digging to Elvis Fleming books and Eva McCollum books. And the list is long, and Joyce McCollum books and all these fun things. Then we started having fun. That is impact forever, Mike.
Absolutely.
Those books are going to be at the library. So, Gary, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you. And for anybody, if you want to be a Gary, just call and say, how can we help? Whether it's time, whether it's coins, whether it's a book. Maybe we could donate a book to somebody else. I love those kinds of things.
And generally we do this around the first of the year, but we're getting towards the end of the year, and you know what? Memberships to the Historical Society are always, a great way to support, but you can do that as a gift as well, too.
For sure.
Because you can sign up as a couple or individually or your business or
bronze
nonprofit.
for 30,
there's
a
different
couple
levels.
for 50, even a business 150.
We'll do a bigger push later.
Mike,
but
that's funny you mentioned that because I had a stack yesterday. It's kind of that time. Our newsletters went out, so it's renewal, so I had a big old stack. Give a gift. We have our youngest member. I believe she's 8 or 9 years old. I think that's amazing. Family membership, those kinds of things.
Absolutely.
Scholarship membership.
And we do have perks for that. You're in the know and stuff. But
there's blessings.
Yeah, and please get out and come to these events. Come to the Holly with Friends event on the 22nd. It's really from a historical perspective, it really is bringing showcasing the best we can at this point, the real old school roots of just this thing, and what is part of for for 20, 30, I don't know how many years that's been part of the Roswell.
Long time, since I was a young girl.
Yeah.
Young girl.
And so until we can get our meeting space, this is what we can do. So please come out and support. Come meet some of these crafters. Please support their businesses, because obviously, that this is why it started originally. Is that some of these folks that do the holiday, this is their income. This is how they feed their families, and that's a big opportunity missed when they can't, because there's no place to do that. So these kind of sprung up out of saying, hey, let's make some lemonade with this pile of lemons here, and I know, I'm confident that we'll be back to being a full holiday magic show and all in one roof and all the vendors.
It's going to take a little time.
But till we get there, this is what we got, and this is better than nothing. And it's still a chance for us to get some of the favorites we love, support some of the people we love, and enjoy the holiday traditions that some of us are just used to and know about.
Yes. One thing I want to mention, we haven't mentioned, and it hasn't been part of our promotions, but this is ongoing since we've honored those organizations. Community Kitchen can always use donations. They can always use water, bottled water, Capri Suns, those types of things. If you wanted to bring that to the holiday magic, we would love for Santa to deliver that.
We will be the
and we can be non-perishables. 100%. We'll have a tub. We even could put it outside, or we'll deal with that. Water, Capri Suns, non-perishables, even any type of donations, or go directly to them, get in touch with them.
Absolutely.
I think it's a time just to give back to, and anyway, we can be a part of that. That's Poor Clare Monastery, Q Assurance Home, the ones that we've honored.
And if you folks know other people doing the same thing, support them too.
Yes, come together, Beacons of Hope. Yes.
We're all trying to do the thing.
For sure.
RoswellNMHistory.org is our website. November 22nd, 10 to 4. At the archives facility there at 208 North Lee.
Museum tours,
museum
too.
Tours
And then stop by House of Flowers. Will be doing their same thing, because we're working with that. So House of Flowers. I think it's just a fun. Yes.
And they're not kind of right up the street.
They're so fun. So make sure. And you can even go there first, because they're open. I know all of our people are going to go early. I think it's 9.
You can book in. Go there early. And then catch the afternoon rush when you're done eating all. Because what's going to happen is, you're going to buy a pumpkin roll, eat the pumpkin roll, say, oh, I was supposed to take a pumpkin roll home, and then you got to buy another pumpkin roll.
There you go. See? There you go.
And then you're like, hey, Mike was right about this sweet green chili. And next thing you know, you've already consumed your jar and need other.
There's a lot of other fun events that day. So make a day of it.
Did they do male hats, or is it mostly female?
Hey, knowing Kim Conley, she'll do anything.
Because as a man,
so I'm going to challenge.
I've invested in more hats. I don't wear them so much here.
That's amazing that you're asking that, because if you know Kim Conley, she'll do about anything. She's all in. She'll be creative, that's for sure.
Good deal. Well, thank you as always, Amy.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next time.
Happy day. Thanks.
9:54. I'm going to play some news and hopefully some commercials and some other stuff till they kick me off the radio. Don't go away.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Residents near the Lincoln National Forest are being warned as they will see flames and smoke over the next few days. It's all part of a prescribed burn that's taking place each day through the end of this week. An estimated 858 acres of land will become the area of focus. Sensitive individuals should remain indoors. Most city and county offices are closed today in observance of Veterans Day. Community centers, senior centers, and libraries are also not open. The Roswell Police Department announcing the arrival of their new armored tactical rescue vehicle, the Alpine Armoring Pit Bull VX. It was made possible through the generous support of the New Mexico Municipal League. The new vehicle replaces the department's military-grade, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle, which has been in service for more than a decade after being acquired through a federal government program. Over time, the MRAP vehicle became increasingly difficult to maintain and find parts for. The Pitbull VX is a more modern and reliable and more maneuverable armored vehicle that will allow officers to better serve and protect the community. With your local news update, I'm Jared Cirillo.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Our Veterans Day looks pretty good. We'll be in the low to mid 80s for the afternoon high, lots of sunshine. Overnight, a few clouds drifting through down to about 40, and then slightly cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. Sunny and mid to upper 70s. We're back up to 80 and sunny on Thursday. Friday looks pretty good. That's your latest forecast. I'm staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Markets are taking the latest step toward ending the government shutdown in stride. The Senate passed legislation last night to reopen the government. The bill now goes to the House, where approval is expected. Then it's on to President Trump for his signature. China's largest online sales festival, dubbed Singles Day, is getting longer as retailers try to entice frugal shoppers to spend more money. This year's 5-week festival will end later this week. Analysts expect shoppers to focus on necessities rather than big-ticket luxury items. Japanese technology giant SoftBank has sold its stake in NVIDIA, raising $5.8 billion. Will put that money into other investments. Tokyo-based SoftBank Group says it sold its stake in NVIDIA last month. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
All right, Mr. Gobbles, it's that time of year again. Got any last requests? What? You want a smoking deal on a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle? Mucho dinero for your trade and your credit pardon? Well, you're going to have to go to Roswell Ford.
Hey, Roswell Ford is talking real turkey with our most aggressive offers in more than 5 years. Right now, get massive savings on new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles with 0% financing and no payments till February 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, worried that your credit is a little foul? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale, subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. It is 9:59. That's going to about do it for us for today's show. If you missed any part, you can log on to ksvptv.com in the Mornings with Mike Winters channel. Find all of our interviews there. We had the ladies from the Chavez County Federated Republican Women talking about their Veterans Day meeting next Wednesday at the Elks Lodge. We had Dr. Powell join us from Eastern New Mexico University Roswell talking about their Veterans Day event here today. Their turkey trot coming up, 22nd fall class or spring semester registration going right now. And then, of course, just a few minutes ago, we had Amy McVeigh join us with the Historical Society talking about their Holiday with Friends event, November 22nd at the archive facility there. Pretty much most day there, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., that event there. So all the interviews you'll find there. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for